let's recap. In that case, folks, who would like to recap?
Do you want me to, or?
Sure, if you want to, go ahead.
Okay, let's see what I can remember, and then everybody can fill in blanks, cause, yeah. Let's see.
I can't feel anything because I wasn't here.
Well, you were listening to the last part of it.
To the ending, but I don't recall most of it. But anyways, go ahead.
So, let's see. Our ship, docked at the, station above the planet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we took transportation down to...
Yes.
Yeah.
That is correct.
So we took public transportation down. And Taurus was not with us at the time, and he joined later, mostly because Jacob wasn't there for the time being. So then we went down, and as we were walking through the city, some guy bumped into us and was like, "Hey, you owe me an apology." And Mark was like, no, not gonna happen."
Funny joke.
I was like, no, I'm good. I don't need to deal with this. So we kept going, ignored him, went to the... Is it like a parliament building or like just a government building? What would you call it?
Yeah, it looks like the I can't remember the name now.
Agora. Parthenon?
Pantheon, Parthenon. Yeah, it looks something like
okay.
that.
Yeah,
yes, it's
okay.
a government
You mean
Parthenon.
the Greek or do you mean the Roman one? Which one?
Whichever one's better. Whichever one's
the
bigger.
Greek. The Greek one's better, so Parthenon.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So we
The
went
original.
there and requested audience with King Avon, and was granted such because we had Raish with us. And we went inside, interrupted a very important meeting apparently, and explained the situation with Raish and everything, talked to King Avon for a bit, joined the meeting for a little while, everybody talking. We met his... who is the woman associate? Her
Layla.
Layla. Yeah, so we met her. She did not seem to be very, very impressed with us. Or happy to see us.
I wasn't either.
We then went to a club.
That's when
to
I
discuss
randomly
things
showed up.
further.
You randomly showed up in the Parthenon.
How... Yeah, you just showed up. You're just like, "Hey guys, I'm here. What I missed?"
Caught up.
They went to the club, chatted for a bit. I talked, or at least my character talked about, showed him my 9th card weapon. We asked a bunch of questions. We learned some information about the convergence or whatever. And then Layla, right? Is that the...
Yeah.
That's the correct name. She came with us, and when King Avon left the table, she basically hired us to do a job that we don't know anything about yet. So...
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it.
Yep, that is pretty much what it is. She also kind of laid the verbal smackdown on Antares as well.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was written.
It was written.
Well,
That
yeah,
really,
it's true.
that's written word is still verbal.
'Cause
It was
uses
very,
damage.
very private. No one else noticed it.
No, but you still got the written
Uh-huh.
smackdown then.
Maybe it was a good thing Luca wasn't there.
Well, everybody else is paying attention to how cool Avon's armor was. And he grabs the napkin from across the table, reads it. Oh. She'd written a
Because I
love
noticed that
note
everything
to
was
you.
peculiar.
A hateful love note. Anyway, so yeah, and then you guys were gonna step out.
What?
Torin, you mentioned that you wanted to buy weapons or armor or something like that, and that's where we ended. So you guys are kind of out on the street currently. Luca, you are not there.
Sad.
Luca is up in the ship, barfing. Well, not barfing anymore. Excuse me. He was
Recovering.
barfing.
Oh,
He feels much
jeez.
better after going to the medical station and getting yourself some medicine. For whatever reason, it must have been something you ate in the Lotus. Didn't agree with you.
Abutu spiked something.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Neither would I.
Either way, yeah, so you guys are out on the streets in front of, well, there's the massive, like, Parthenon kind of structure up in front of you guys, and, you're next to this pub, well, club, I guess you could say, music in the background, ships flying overhead, and things zooming around this way and that way. People, of course, stepping everywhere. Where are you guys off to?
I'm gonna fly you to the local.
I'm gonna go visit the library.
Library. And you said local what?
Armory, weapon shop.
Okay. I don't have my dice out.
I forgot that I debuffed your volume, Torin. I was surprised. I didn't hear you.
Okay.
I changed a few things around in my mic soundboard.
Yeah, your S's were really shrill when you were talking.
You're
least in the
significantly less
session.
loud. I had you at 47%.
Dang! Okay.
And I was like, whoa, I didn't hear him at all.
Well, you both find exactly what you're looking to find. You find a library, which seems to be like the city library, as well as Morak finds the armory. There we go. Gun shop, the local gun shop.
Mhm.
Is anybody else doing anything here?
I mean,
Go ahead.
Luca might think about coming to join them. I don't know how recovered he is at this point. Don't die, please.
Thank you. That's why I have water. Roll durability.
Oh, crap. What is
And then
durability
we shall
again?
find out. It is a strength
What?
skill.
Okay. There we go.
I wanna look for a droid or like a pet shop or something like that. Like a
Okay.
droid shop.
Droid shop.
Okay.
Gonna
20.
go buy an R2D2.
Non-nat 20.
Non-nat 20. You're feeling much better.
Okay.
You hit yourself with a
So-
medipin from the cargo containers of the ship in the, well, I guess in the medical room of the vessel, since there is a med bay. It's quite a large ship, even for a smaller ship.
Quite big for a small ship.
Quite large for a small ship.
It's very compact, but very expansive.
Well, it can hold up to 80
Hey guys, I'll be
people.
right back.
All right.
Alright.
So, Yeah, you're feeling much better. You disembark the ship and start heading through the station, going down to the planet.
Okay.
And Arthur, you want to find, well, I guess Era, you want to find a like a droid shop, I guess you said.
Pet shop. I just want a travel companion
Okay.
outside of these fools.
Ow.
Ouch.
Roll.
No, I do want a
perception.
droid, like a healing droid or something like that we could bring with us.
Yeah.
Find something similar to an R2 unit.
Yes, the druggie with his R2 unit.
With
The
his
R2
It's a
unit
cute
dispenses
little
his
one.
drugs whenever he needs them.
So, yeah.
It might be a good method to dispense them, you know?
Roll perception.
You have to give it.
Okay.
Is it fine if I look in the library for if there's anyone I recognize?
Yeah, roll perception as you walk in, and it's expansive. It's massive. There's rows on rows of books, and they're several stories tall. Well, I mean, I guess they wouldn't be books technically. They're kind of just like they're just different data terminals, and there's a whole bunch of data banks, and there's like a back section that is books, like actual books.
Got a nat 22 on perception.
Dang. All right. Nat 22. You're looking around for somebody you might know. Is there anybody specifically that you are looking for?
I guess you could say Layla or someone who I would recognize from, say, I guess, speaking with in high-tac at some point. Or a high-tac signature.
You don't see a high-tac signature, but you see an individual sitting at one of the tables in front of you. Well, he's not at a table. He's one of the... I say there's data terminals that are kind of like in front of these massive data banks, and these data banks are labeled certain information. So it's like they're segregated into these different portions, but all of it's interconnected. So there's like a big central terminal, but then these individual little terminals can let you access these portions. Kind of helps you narrow things down.
Okay.
And still gives a physical aspect of a library. There was something on my lip that was very strange. You look and you see somebody who's standing at one of these data terminals. You seem to recognize him, but you're not totally sure.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to the central, I guess, terminal, figure out, based off of where he is, what section he's reading at.
Okay.
I mean, what section he's, like, researching.
Right. He is... You kind of, like, look over, and there's a holographic, logo for this section, and it states something like... trade services and other things.
Interesting.
And you can see this individual standing there, and he's kind of swiping through something, and he puts his data pad into it and goes, shink, and it kind of runs something over it, and he pulls it out, and he has a holographic projection of different things that he seems to have downloaded.
Interesting. I'm gonna... I'm gonna wait for a little bit. I'm
Okay.
gonna let Uther make his move.
Okay. Yeah. Art, you can roll.
I did. It was 15. I put it in the
15?
chat.
Cool. I did not see that. Yeah, you find a shop. If you're looking for, like, companion machines or other kinds of drones or robots, there seems to be something labeled, like... That's weird, I wasn't turned up all the way. There's something labeled... Bert's Bots. We'll go with that.
I'm back. Sorry, I was checking the mail.
Welcome back. Yeah, Bert's Bots. So
Alright,
you
I'll
walk
walk.
up to that. Okay. So yeah, you walk into Bird Spots. You know, it's a quaint little building. It's kind of on one of the bigger squares, and you walk inside, and the doors slide open, and they slide shut behind you. And you can see this dude who's kind of standing in there, and who's walking around and greeting different individuals, and they seem to be looking for your household sci-fi Roomba and other kinds of information, other kinds of bots and drones and tech. But they're not all. They're not all like just household stuff. There's also kind of not military, but like defense drones and stuff that are just kind of further along the wall.
Sorry, that was me and my dad.
So is there like an employee I can talk to, or is he like talking to other people?
He's stepping around, and he kind of comes up to you and he goes, "Hello, my name's Bert."
What's up, Bert? I'm looking for a healing droid. What you got for me?
Kind of like a medical droid?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I totally
This guy
know
like
what
a
you're talking
stoner
about.
or something?
No,
Why does this guy sound like he's like on drugs?
he's got one of
Sorry.
those healing bots, man.
So
Okay, that might be why.
He goes, "Yeah, I know totally what you're talking about. I don't have any of those."
oh, you're killing me, man. You
What?
lying?
I am not lying. I would never lie to you. He turns around and starts walking. But I do have, and he starts waving to you to like come with him. I do have some other things that might suit your fancy.
Oh no.
Well,
This
as
guy
long as it's not
also.
like a sex robot or something.
No, we don't sell those here. That's
I
out
don't know.
back.
No.
You seem
This guy's
sketchy,
weird.
man.
Yeah, you're welcome. So he's also a tab, by the way. So he's like this cat who's kind of like high on something.
Must be the
Catnip.
catnip in the
Yeah,
air.
probably catnip. Yeah. Tabnip.
You tap. Nip.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of Jizargo, Skyrim.
Yeah, just out of gold. Got the Maik de Liar. Yeah,
Yeah.
that guy. I'll change his voice to be a stoner Khajiit. Maik de Liar. But yeah, Bert leads you to this one counter, and there's some machines sitting there and like suspended from the ceiling. It's quite a little compact place. He goes, I got a couple of things here for you. I'm gonna continue with the stoner dude. So I got like, there's these big ones up here. I don't know if you're looking for like big machines or like little machines. Which one are you looking for specifically? Like little ones you can carry on your leg, or like your backpack?
I guess medium sized.
Very diplomatic answer. I appreciate that. He kind of brings you over a little bit further. He points at some of these. These are defense robots, like defense drones. They can latch onto your arm and like add an extension to your punch. Some of them can also like go and save people. I don't know, really. I don't use them, but that's kind of what the basics are. This one
Can
has a
any of
gun.
them like put up a shield?
Yeah.
Can any of them put up
this
a
one
shield?
right here.
All right, how
If
much
you have
is
a
it?
token shield, you can attach it to it, and then it'll use it for you.
Wait, what?
Token shields, man. Take any amount of damage, but can only take it once.
So you telling me if I use this droid, it dies?
No, the
No,
token shield.
man. Just the shield dies.
So how does the robot play into this then?
It's mobile. it'll also like
What?
I don't know. I'm trying, dude. This is this
He'll like fire, turn on his shield, and then fire
Saves.
again. You
All right,
target's
what do
down,
these
man.
droids look like? Are we talking like R2D2, or are they literally just like a metal circle?
So no, all of them are kind of in a mixture of shapes. The one he's showing you right now, is about like this large, and it's like a big rectangular shape, and it looks like it would mount on like your left shoulder, and when you want to use it, it would come up and then fire itself out of this like container and land on the ground and then start walking around. So it's a little walker.
I don't understand the shield portion though.
So
Like attach my token shield.
you attach a token shield to it, and then if you're attacked or anybody else around you is attacked, it'll like put up that shield automatically, so you don't have to use a reaction or anything like that. It'll just do it on its own.
Oh,
Or
I see.
Or you can tell it to do certain things and be like, protect this person. If they're shot, put the shield up.
Will like take a bullet. Say I wanted to like self-sacrifice.
Oh yeah,
To, like,
I mean,
save
you definitely
someone.
could. If you want it to self-sacrifice, it'll self-sacrifice.
All right, cool. All right, Bert. I think I'll take that one then.
Sweet, that'll be 5,000
5,000 what?
galactic units, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Cole. I can't see you as an actual person like that. That drives me up a wall.
Same.
I'm sorry, but I can't see it. But I like the acting. It's nice. It fits you. But Jesus Christ.
It
Yep. Do you have that kind of moolah? Or like, do I have to bring down the price a little bit?
I love that moolah, but I can trade you a gun and like 2,500 credits
Dude,
or units.
what do you think I am, man? That's half what I got. You know what? I'll make you a deal. 1,000. No gun. Just love.
Oh, totally, man.
All right, man. Love,
What does he mean by
love, love,
love?
love.
Oh no! Oh no!
All right, you got a deal.
Just got.
He
Is
goes,
it a free? Is it a free handy around the corner?
No,
'Cause Jesus
no,
Christ.
no, no,
I can just
Sweet.
guy
No!
put him under the table.
no.
There you go.
Oh,
Jeez.
no, he holds out his hand, to shake yours. Do you shake his hand?
Oh,
Oh yeah, I
shake
shake
his
his hand. Sorry. Yeah, I shake his hand.
Okay, you shake it. You lose 1,000
It's
galactic
too
units.
funny.
Bling! It's gone. And then he pulls you into a hug and just goes, "Love, brother," and then just lets you go.
Jeez.
And he goes, "It's all yours, man. Have a great one."
hey, when you're high, you make the best decisions, right? Apparently, for this guy, for this tab.
I'm not running a charity, but I'll give it to you for 1,000 instead. I'll give you it.
Alright.
Oh, excuse
So
me.
yeah,
Or this robot's gonna like turn evil on us and like try to attack us in our sleep.
No, they
Defense
just leech your
robot.
money from you.
it's an assassination
Yeah.
machine.
Defense robot.
He just builds fences for you, actually.
The defense. It just defenses.
brings me butter.
Defenses.
He just brings me butter.
Brings you butter. Oh my gosh.
What is my function? You bring butter.
You bring butter.
Oh. That's all I can
Better not do that.
I get that reference.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah. Oh, brother. So you're able to click it onto your shoulder of your armor. And technically, it's not a weapon mount, so you don't have to worry about it. It attaches itself, and now it's just this kind of like this. It's a rectangle a rectangular cylinder, I guess you could say. I'm not quite exactly sure how to describe that shape. A rectangular cube on your back that you can extend up, and it'll shoot that drone out. And you can.
Did it
command
come with a token shield?
No.
Okay, then I'll head to the armory where Morak is.
All right, you head to the armory, and you're able to see where he went anyway. So you go right there, and
Oh,
you're
yeah,
there
I
in like
confirmed
5 minutes.
flu.
Yeah, well, Morak can do his stuff before I continue on,
Yeah.
unless you just want me to buy the shield real quick.
No, it's okay. We'll go with what he was doing. So yes, Morak, what are you doing?
I'm gonna take a look at the collection of daggers.
Their collection of daggers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. A deck stands at the counter in front of you.
Versus the dag.
Deck and weapons, you know. He kind of like puts his hands on the table and goes, "What can I get for you?"
I want to take a look at your collection of daggers.
He kind of waves his hand. That right there is your collection.
Let's see.
Okay, you walk over to it. There's oscillation daggers, linear daggers, projection daggers, all kinds of daggers.
Projection daggers.
Mm-hmm. Energy blades, you know, energy daggers.
Oh yeah. True, true. Let's see, any twin daggers?
Twin daggers, like that match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's 2 sets.
Alright.
One of which is a linear set, and the other set is just a forged set.
What was linear again?
Linear has a lined edge. That's an energy, like an energy edge on the blade, but it's physical otherwise.
Go ahead and go with that linear set then.
Goes, I love those ones. He kind of reaches in the back and pulls them out and sets them onto like a really nice padded, I don't know, wooden shelf for you, and kind of slides them towards you like a display rack. And he goes, there you go, if you want to take a look at them.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick them both up.
Okay, yeah, these are both Mark IIs.
Okay. I'm gonna assume they are decently well balanced then too.
Yeah,
for a
they're
dagger.
pretty well balanced. I mean, they're more modifiable than like higher end stuff, since they're not as
Sweet.
perfected. But we don't have mods in the system yet. But that's for future reference.
Not yet.
I was going to ask something along those lines if I visited the armory.
Yeah, if you want to plan for it, you can. That's an
Yeah,
update.
because I'd love to upgrade my current gun to something higher at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Or less
See
PU.
I can see why you like them.
I do. They're Damascus, but they're also made out of like a mixture of old Infinite Empire Infiniterite. So it's like Damascus Infiniterite. It's really interesting.
See, how much are they worth?
Well, store price, they are 2,000. 1,000 piece technically, but together
Of
it's
course. Well, I guess I shall take it.
perfect. Is there anything else I can do for you while you're here?
By chance, do you have any cores around?
Of course.
is
No.
that-
I do not sell cores. I don't want to get robbed. What do you think I am?
Well, it's perfectly understandable, sir.
If you're looking for cores, you probably want to go to more of like a militant sector. Or
Okay.
at least a space station where it's easier to police.
Okay.
Depends on the station, though. Altec's really good for it.
Okay. I appreciate your help in that. I shall transfer
Yeah.
you your units.
Perfect. He slides a little thing out to you, which you tap your hand on, and it goes pudding and sends him over the 2,000.
You know what?
Beautiful.
I'll give you a 50 unit tip as well.
Man, you're the best. The best bird in town, he says. Oh, I'm sorry. Zellion.
Well, I appreciate this.
I appreciate
I
the
look
business.
forward to possibly coming back here to buy another weapon at some point, if I ever
Perfect.
make my way back here.
I love
I
making
do hope
returning
so.
customers.
Guys,
Just as you're
Yeah.
making that purchase, the doors slide open and Era walks in.
hello, Era.
Hey, what's up? You looking for some shields too?
No, I was looking for some daggers.
Oh, let me see what
But-
you got.
I'll go ahead and just hold them up real quick.
Were they were still out, right?
Yeah, he has them still like
Yes,
on
they
the
are.
table. He's grabbed them now.
Those are pretty sick, man.
Yes. They were worth the price. Especially with this fine gentleman right here.
He goes,
Sounds like the man I need to talk to then. I'm just looking for a token shield.
token shield, huh? Interesting. We saw a few of those. They're a cheap price,
You know
if you
what?
get what I mean.
Alright, you cut out for like a second there. What was that first part you said?
They're kind of cheap pricey. So, cheap because I say they're usually only meant for a couple uses, if not just one. And pricey because they're expensive for only one use.
Well,
You
how
can
much
always
are we
go with
looking
the
at?
Mark II, but they're about 2,000 apiece.
How much is a Mark 1?
That is a Mark One. You realize these things are built to take the lasers of ships to a small pebble and only take one hit, and that's it. Save your life no matter what.
I don't know. 2,000 seems like a lot. Do you think you could do like 1,000?
Depends. I do take trades. What do you got?
Ooh, I don't know if I'm looking to trade too much. Let me check my inventory real quick.
Opens up backpack screen.
Dude, like quantum. Man, quantum.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
he's
can
a deck too. This is gonna be
He's
fun.
a deck.
Oh yeah, I'll trim a bit of quantum because I have quite a bit.
He goes,
So how much are in containers? Like how many boxes?
who dropped?
I
Amber.
think it was Luca.
Yeah, Amber.
Amber, yeah.
Okay, she might be back in a sec. Oh, she was thrown into AFK. Whoops. All right. Yeah. So, how many units are in one of those big containers?
Yeah, because I have 2 of those from that ship.
I thought I said like 5 to 8. I don't quite remember. It might have been 10. We'll go with 10.
I think it was.
I'll retcon whatever I said previously. 10.
Okay, I'll give them 4 hits of quantum.
Hits.
Yeah, hits.
4 crystals.
He goes,
All right, man.
I don't
How
really
about a
trade in
1,000 and
quantum. But I could
don't
make an
lie to me. You're a
exception.
deck.
Just because I'm a deck doesn't mean I'm a junkie. He points back at you.
We're all
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Man, come on.
He says, no offense,
like
it's
that.
kind of
Can't
obvious.
lie to
He
me. I'm
points
a
at your
deck
neck.
too.
He goes, he like shows you his arm. He's got like little marks up to like here on him. You've got marks up to here on you. And he goes,
Okay.
and I'm bound to be 10 years older than you.
So is that a deal then? I know you want some
I
fun.
will make a
You tell me
deal for
what you want.
500 units and an entire container.
Oh, how about 750 and half a container?
Nada. I've made my offer.
100 is a steal.
I'm gonna have to decline. That's too much quantum for a
You
token
got two
shield.
of them.
I know when I need it. You just said. I mean, look at my neck. I'll
Fine,
go
what
to a
was your offer?
store. It was 750 and half a container.
3/4 of a container and 750.
Man, you're busting me. All right, you got a deal. I hold my hand out.
He shakes it, and there's a little data transfer. And he grabs one of the containers and puts it in the back. All right, token shield up there is for yours. He points up at the wall. There's like a little unit. It's like this big. Or I guess it's like this big. I'd say it's that big because usually they fit on your arm, like right here.
Okay, I think I used a couple of one of the containers, so I'll just give him that one and have a full container left. Does that
That's
sound good?
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll walk out now and take to the sky, see what I can locate for guess
Well,
some militants.
Okay.
Does Ari or Luca, do you want to pitch in or anything?
Yeah, they
or-
doing anything? I know Luca's on her way. She'll be here soon.
Him. His way.
Sorry.
Oh,
His way. What is Ari doing? Nezrin.
so I have a question.
Mhm.
Is there any local like base for my organization like nearby?
They don't really have bases. They just have remote access points, which you have built into your armor
Okay.
already.
Right. Okay. I just
Yeah, they
wasn't
don't
sure if there
keeping
was...
bases is a bad idea for them. They've only got
Probably,
one
yeah.
base.
Mhm.
So
Those and ships.
okay. So I don't know. I don't know what I'd be doing.
Okay. I mean, you could contact your people or whatever, or I mean, you don't have to do anything. You could just wait for them in the towns, like in front of the Parthenon area.
I don't know. Let me think about it for a minute. Let Luca go or something.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. Yes, Luca, you've disembarked the public transport.
Probably looking for food. Which
Okay. Yeah, there
sounds
seems to
really
be some
weird, but
food stalls all over.
something with meat. That's what he wants.
Definitely things with meat.
Carnivore. Definitely a carnivore.
Hmm. You see food stalls everywhere. Tons of like hot dogs.
Like rare exotic steaks from like random cows from random planets that look
Yep.
like different from cows.
Blue milk.
I think he'll avoid those. He just kind of like sniffs and slowly backs away. Like,
He wants some nice
Belong in
tender
a pita
lamb.
that belongs in a casket.
yep. He probably is like an entire chicken would be great. That's,
What
Um,
about lamb?
Just an entire lamb.
What does
Gold's
Zellion
really
do?
good if you've ever No! That would be a
Nice.
lot of bird.
So you go to one of the
By the
stalls and you can see
way-
that they're serving other foods and stuff.
Don't might be too far out of the ordinary depending on the character.
Yep. True.
Oh,
Proteins aren't-
gosh.
It's not unknown that proteins actually have eaten other sentient beings.
Yeah, but Luca's not quite that cruel. Chickens,
No.
yes. Bird,
Yeah, you
no.
walk up to a stall who has some food. Some meat food that actually looks good. He's a human standing at the stall. And he goes, "What can I help you with? I got some food here. Meats, vegetables, greens, other kinds of things. Random exotic foods. Anything. Hot
I'm
dog.
wondering if you
Never
have,
mind.
like, a whole chicken?
A whole chicken.
Yes, please. If possible.
Rolling a fate. I do not have a whole chicken. I don't know why you'd think I would.
Some people do roast chickens.
I'm a street vendor.
Yeah, you never know. What do you have for meat along those lines, like that kind of meat?
I got a couple steaks.
You could do those. Can you make a sandwich out of it? Do you have bread?
Yeah, I have some form of bread that I think I could probably make a steak sandwich.
Some form.
If
Some form.
if I will double the amount that you'd ask for it if you'll make me a steak sandwich.
Done. And he like goes under his little cart and kind of pulls up things, and they like some other different items hover up, and he kind of like starts making this sandwich out of very interesting looking bread. It must be some form of like homemade whatever. That or it's natural. You're not quite sure. And
Natural bread?
he puts two big steak like patties together. Puts two slices of bread on that. Says, "Cheese? Anything?"
Cheese and probably some greens.
He opens it up, smack, puts a cheese, little cube or square on that. Puts another one underneath the other one. Puts some greens on that and goes, "There you go."
Thank you very much. I'm guessing, is it the whole, you have to shake hands to transfer money?
Sometimes, yeah, it depends on the seller, but yeah, he holds out his hand to shake.
Luca does. And then,
Okay,
like,
you lose
takes the
100
sandwich
credits.
Very excited. That's fine by Luca. He's
It
like,
would have been
whatever.
50. 2 steak patties.
Thank you, sir. I will enjoy this, and if anybody else is looking for food, I will recommend them to you.
Perfect. Have a good one.
You as well.
You
I
continue
think-
walking down.
You might go look for, Era's adventures kind of inspired him. Is there like a shop that sells like actual animals, like snakes and stuff? Something that could like annoy the rest of the crew.
Oh
just a little
no.
bit. Something
Oh
live.
no.
You don't know of any pet shops here. I rolled a fate for it, but if you want to roll a knowledge, you can. But you've probably never been here before.
Check. But maybe.
Maybe roll a perception.
Knowledge or perception, which would be best for that?
Perception would be looking for a shop. Knowledge would be like knowing there's a shop.
So maybe perception would be a better one to go with because.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a D20 as well, right?
Yep.
Yep, D20 plus whatever your D6 roll wins
19.
All right. You do. You just end up looking around. You find a map,
Sweet.
and a hollow map on a billboard of some kind or a small poster, and you look at that. And you do manage to spot a pet shop. I don't know how, but you do.
Dog senses.
Yes.
Okay.
A dog walks into a pet shop.
Is that like
Can I get a human?
is that like the whole thing with
I need a
like,
horse.
Goofy walking Pluto?
That makes no sense to me. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you go into this pet shop after a couple-minute walk, and you find yourself in there. One people goes, kind of looks at you a little bit funny as a Protean has walked into their shop. He goes, "Afternoon."
Same to you. I'm just kind of looking for a pet, something that likes adventure, and maybe it likes to adventure, like just adventure around. Perhaps
Such
a rat
as
or a
space
snake.
adventure. We have rats.
I'm guessing a pair would be better than one.
It depends on your situation, although they do like company.
Sorry, G-Cap's making like hilarious faces. Yeah, probably a couple of rats. Thinking I might take them to my sister the next time I see her. She would enjoy them more than a little bit.
All right. Yeah, he points you in a direction. There's some rats over there. We have 5.
So less for torture in us, more for your sister.
Both to torture you guys as well, because he'll have them until he sees Abu next.
Which might be 20 years from now.
Very true. It's been like 11 since they had seen each other prior to the last session.
Makes sense.
So
All right.
he finds how much are the rats?
They're like 80 a piece.
How much do I have? Because I just spent 100. I gotta remember that. Let's look.
Isn't like a snack for you later, is it?
No. Okay, he's got.
Okay.
If it gets fat enough, she might make it a snack.
Ha ha ha. I think there's.
A roasted rat butt.
He kind of finds
Wait.
one that he kind of likes. He's like, I kind of like that one.
Okay. There's like a couple white ones, a brown one. There's like a kind of salt and pepper one and a black one.
Salt and pepper one because it kind of matches his whole description.
Okay. You're like, I want that one. So you're gonna get one of them or 2 of them?
I think one for now.
Okay.
I think it'll be just the front.
All right. So you choose that one. He goes, "Oh, great choice," and like grabs the little rat and puts it in one of the little containers. It's like this little glass or like hollow container that you can see, and there's little holes in it so they can breathe. He goes, "Have a great day."
Thank you. You as well.
And you
the
grab it and you
handshake
lose
or...
80.
Thank you very much. Is there anything particular as a diet for these guys?
You're asking. I'm a DM, not a rat person.
It's a rat. Rats will eat
They'll
anything.
eat anything. Gotta
From what I
ask.
know,
think they've-
from a dear friend named Emerald, rats can get very sick very easily. So be sure if they have an upper respiratory cough or anything like that, they may have an infection. So treat them well. Don't get them in situations where they may get cold or sick. And a healthy diet, of which he sends you a list of things.
Thank you. He kind of looks at the rat. He's like, we're gonna have a lot of fun on that ship.
The rat just peers back at you like,
Myself in too.
what are you going to name him?
Let's go.
Dracula.
Draco.
No. Is it? It's a male or
It's a man,
female, or
yeah,
doesn't
it's a dude.
matter?
It's a little dude.
It's a dude. We'll
Little
call
dude.
him Fenris.
Fenris.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Not
hush
from
up,
Warhammer
Torn.
40k.
No, it's from Throne of Glass, and that's why Torrent's giving me crap.
Okay, Fenris. A little name appears on the side of his little container. It goes, whoop, Fenris.
And Luca just like smiles.
He's like up against the glass going,
the meat sandwich that Lucas still
I have a
has.
name now. Oh.
Kind of sticks his nose out of one of the holes and goes, and then goes back in.
Oh man.
This is gonna be entertaining as crap. So I think after that he'll probably go find like Antares or
Okay.
more.
All right, you guys are venture off to find the group.
May I resume my library
Taurus,
adventures?
yes, you are in the
Unless
library.
Brendan wants to.
Oh no, Brendan is
I'm
not going to
gonna
get
go-
introduced until you guys go further.
Roger
So I have a
that.
question.
I'm gonna go to. Oh, after you.
Well,
What's
you
up,
can.
Ari?
I don't know. I was just wondering if I could possibly know anybody else in this system or area besides King Avon.
Roll knowledge.
Full knowledge. Okay.
Yeah.
I got 21.
21. Was it
Not
nat?
nat 21.
Non-nat.
Not nat.
Okay. Non-nat 21. Okay, so it is 21. You do know some other individuals here. Do you have any family that may be here?
Quite possibly. I have a like. Well, technically nobody blood related, but I have a dad figure in my life, so maybe him.
Okay, that's fine. Also, we have a rule in the system called the I think I know somebody rule. Yeah, so if you don't know of somebody to go talk to in a situation where it's like, we have this thing. Oh man, I'm turning green. That thing was the only, like...
Because you're wearing red again.
I know. I gotta do like, oh no, it's just gonna get worse.
Christmas.
Wait, I have an idea. One moment.
Oh.
That was so shocky.
I know, it was really shocky. Ugh, static. Hey, I'm not as green now. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so we have the I think I know somebody rule. So it can be applied for like if you guys don't know of somebody who might know like a piece of information you're looking for. It allows the players to drive the story. So in this case, you pulled the I think I know somebody rule and your father figure is in the city somewhere. But every time you meet this person, something with the I think I know somebody rule is you have to roll a d20 to see how much they like you or do not like you from the last time that you met them.
Oh dear. Okay.
There is a blessing that can completely counteract that, but yeah. So you're gonna go see your father figure?
I got a 17.
Okay. You know the last time you parted ways, you were under really, really good terms. Like, not best of terms, but you're, of
that's
course.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll probably seek him out. And I
Okay.
haven't given him a name yet, so let me think about that for a second.
Okay.
You could probably give me a minute and you could see what Antares is doing.
Okay. Taurus.
I'm gonna go over, walk over there and start like. I'm gonna ask him what he's interested in the business section, and mention that I'm looking at station docking bay shields.
Okay. This individual kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, I'm just looking around. You know, I'm investing in my trade knowledge. I'm kind of new around here. It's been a, I'm not new anymore, but I was kind of new around here. So I'm just trying to learn about like trade systems and stuff."
Oh,
"I'm
cool.
Servius," he says, and goes to shake your hand.
I'm gonna shake his hand. I'm Antares.
Nice to meet you, Antares. So you're
What do you
looking
mean
for
by you're new around here? What's your
docking sta-
trade?
Well, I had to rebuild a station for a little while. I'm learning trade. I'm working with a very interesting individual in the Trade Federation.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. What about yourself?
Well, I'm kind of a roving investigator.
Investigator.
/ helper of people who need help.
He looks you up and down.
Oh no.
I had to.
That's hilarious. He goes, he kind of looks you up and down. You look like a, if you don't mind me saying, a lab rat.
Well, oh, thanks. Well, I mean, you wouldn't be wrong. But you're not also right. I used to be a lab rat.
That's fair. I used to be a
What gave it away?
Military man. I am still a military man, but that part's behind me a bit. Kind of looks off into the distance. Anyway,
Where did you serve? I used to do a lot of research in AIs.
a long way from here.
Like, with the Fellhammer or something, or?
No, not really. Let's just say I'm not from around here. Like at all.
Fascinating. Really? Like, not the galaxy? You look
Yeah.
pretty human.
Yeah, I am human. You're gonna think I'm nuts if I tell you this.
What? Anything's possible, right?
All right. Well, that you say that, this is your fault. So, I am from another dimension. One of which is
Well, that's
technological. One of which the technological differences are far, far inferior to this one. I was pulled through during a rift when the Lotus was sent over to the northeastern quadrant of the galaxy.
Oh, that's cool. I actually met the Lotus crew. They're pretty sweet people.
Iro, can you not step on my keyboard?
Yes.
So, would I know that he caused the station to blow up?
Nope.
Hey, little buddy. How you
Probably. Well, actually, roll knowledge, because you are high-tech and you have those kind of links.
That is true.
You have a lot of Trade Federation links.
Open up a stupid tab.
I rolled a 14.
Yes, you do know that. Someone named Franz, right? It was Franz.
Franz, yep.
Franz Servius was partially responsible for the destruction of Farside Station. Although he was
so wait,
not the
you're the
precise
guy who
cause.
rebuilt Farside?
Yeah.
Or something like that, or...
Yeah.
So
Couple
how's
things
the
about Farside.
station? Like, I mean, like, what happened? What... Since you rebuilt that station, I mean, how's business going out there?
It's nearly rebuilt completely. So far, no business yet. We haven't reopened.
Cool. That'll be awesome when it reopens again.
I agree. I've actually been given full control of the station.
Really? How
Yes.
awesome.
I know, well, like I said, a very influential individual in the Trade Federation.
That's cool. Well, congratulations, man. I'm glad the tides have changed from, like, destruction to, like, you're now mega businessman. Or will
I
be.
feel like that's just where you're targeting
If it
at
works
this
out.
point. But that's why I'm reading, he says, and he kind of waves his tablet around.
Sweet. Well, leave you up to that. Go be a good, successful businessman.
He says,
While
you
I'm
too.
there... Thank you. While I'm there, I'm gonna... Is it fine if I, like, pick up an... Well, I'm gonna download some data on... I guess anomalies. Like, just, like, strange anomalies that have happened.
Okay.
And start...
Yeah.
Reading that.
You,
Do I find anything on Sentinels, or...
Well, if you walk off in that direction, Franz kind of slaps you in the shoulder, like, as he walks past. Roll perception.
All right. Non-nat 21.
Non-nat 21. Ah, I dropped my dice.
You're not supposed to do that, Cole.
Got it. 4. So, you kind of you feel your shoulder for a second, and then you notice there's something on there. You peel it off, and it's this little device.
What do I know about it?
It's definitely blinking, setting up a little network signal.
I'm gonna use my AI interface to try to guess what it's doing.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna
As you're
assume
walking
roll
in the
scan
direction.
or so.
Yes, roll
Yeah,
scan.
as I'm walking in that direction. 15.
15? All right. You scan that it seems to be some form of tracking device.
Interesting. I'm going to... Fudge. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm just going to keep it in my pocket for a little bit.
Okay.
Because I don't know what its purpose is yet. So it's kind of weird, though. I'm actually going to turn around and ask him, hey, why'd you, I'm going to ask him what this is. I'm going to, ask him a question that I know the answer to.
Okay.
See
Yeah, you go,
what his
hey,
response
what's...
is.
And then you see he literally is the door's closed right behind him and he's out. He's gone.
The frick? His stealth. Dang it.
Smack gone.
Wow. Well, I guess I'm just going to go proceed to the anomaly section and try to see if I can find any sentinel that pop up in the anomalies that I look at.
Arthur has been lost to the AFK. There we go.
Oh, shoot.
Welcome back, Arthur.
Sorry, I didn't touch my mouse keyboard for too long, I guess.
You're good.
I did
Alright.
roll something to try and find a shop that would sell cores cool.
Okay.
Well, I'm in the... For anomalies, should I roll a knowledge or a
We'll
examine?
examine.
An examine, yeah.
We'll get to you in a moment there, Torin.
When you want to touch the forbidden carpet, it's just a picture of the sun, what it looks like.
What?
No, yeah, it's a clear picture of the sun from NASA, and it looks like carpet. It looks really cool.
Oh, the forbidden carpet.
Yeah, want to touch the forbidden carpet.
I got a 12.
And what exactly are you trying to find info on?
Anomalies related to the sentinels.
You see the major one is the shift frame.
Okay.
And
I
sentinel,
guess I'll just...
jump gates.
Interesting. I'll download that and related information.
All right, sounds good. You click in your data pad and it goes doo-doo-doo, and you slide it out.
And then I'm gonna exit the library and... Oh, shoot. One moment. And, look for, armor shop. No, not armor. I guess weapons, PU decreaser shop.
Okay. That would be a core.
Okay, I'll go look for a core then.
All right. I'm gonna say that you end up finding, Morak as he's kind of floating around up in the sky. Also, you lose 10 credits as you slide out. the device from the panel. Like
Wait,
checking out
which device?
you. You slide out
Oh.
your data tablet. It's like boop, checked out.
Interesting. Okay. I guess just because knowledge download. you
Yep.
know. Okay. Makes sense.
All right,
I'll document
Morak,
that.
you see Antares floating around, and you find a more military sector, but nothing
the
related
other way
to
around.
core. Yes, Morak, you are found by Antares as you are looking around for a military sector, and you do not find anything related to cores.
In that case, I think it's time to move on.
All right. You all, as the group, receive a singular message that kind of binds you all into a group call. It's from Layla.
Wait, what about
Keen.
Ari's, person she was talking to?
So, yes, sorry, Ari. You,
Sorry.
oh, you're good. Thank you for reminding me. You find the building that your father lives in, or your father figure lives in. And you're kind of
He's like
standing
my
at the front
adopted
door.
dad, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, do I have his contact information at all, or is it I just know where he's located?
You probably have his contact. Yeah, you have contact info.
Okay. Can I message him real quick? Say that I'm in town and I'd like to see him.
He says, perfect.
Okay.
Anytime you want to stop by is fine.
Okay. So I guess I'll go see him.
All right. You walk up the steps and knock on his door. And you hear a, hold on! And so somebody steps down and the door opens up. This white, gray, white-haired dude with a large beard steps out. And he goes, Nazrin!
Hi.
It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too. Have you been?
I've been well. I have a name for him if you don't have a name for him.
Well, let's hear your name. It might be better than mine, so.
Okay, one moment. Let me pull it
Okay.
up. One second. His name is Meram.
Ma'am? I chose Calvert. What do you think?
Calvert. Well, it is up to you. What you decide will actually influence a lot.
I'll go with your choice.
Okay. So his full name is Meram Crane.
Okay.
And you know that he's actually quite an influential Trade Federation owner. He has a lot of stocks and such in the Trade Federation. But he's very usually very polite and stuff. But you know that recently he actually had one of his stations blown up by an individual known as Servius and a couple other folks.
Jerk.
I just love tying people together.
Yeah.
But he's got longer white gray hair, a beard, and he always wears some very nice, very formal clothing. But right now he's just kind of in normal clothes. But he's always got a cane with him that's wrapped, and it seems to be made out of a bone structure. But you know it to be an Evix bone cane, which is very special.
Interesting. Okay, well, I give him a big hug and
He hugs you back
ask
and
him how
says,
he's been and everything.
"It's been so long.
Has.
Come
Been too
in.
long.
Would you like tea or coffee or something?"
Tea would be great, but just know I can't stay very long.
That's fine. Any visit from you is amazing. I've been quite busy myself, running stocks and repairing stations.
How has work been?
Busy. I've got a lot of things on my hands. He kind of like pours
Maybe you
you
heard
a glass of tea or a cup of tea and he hands it to you.
I take the tea and sit down wherever there's a seat.
Yeah, he has a couch somewhere. He kind of sits down with you.
So, have you heard about what more recently happened on the rig?
Yes, the rig, it collapsed. I did hear about that. Sad, very sad. A lot of good spice wasted too. I love that tea. It's this tea.
It is good tea. I wasn't sure if you also heard about the Majoritech.
The gate opening.
Yeah.
Yeah, stocks went all crazy. What exactly about it, though?
I just didn't know what has gotten around so far. I mean, it just happened recently, so.
News travels fast, especially for a stock owner like myself.
I'm sure it does, yes. Wow.
Yes. Well, how have you been? Why are you back?
I've been doing things here and there. I actually saw King Avon today.
Wow, moving up. And he wouldn't
I
know
guess.
that you're part of Atlas, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, our group, the team, I guess, crew of people that I'm working with right now, they went to see him. Apparently one of them was an old friend of his, so it was quite interesting.
What kind of old friend? Apparently, in Avon, most of his friends were all pretty special.
He let's just say he went on some adventures with him when he was younger, when he's still the prince. So.
Oh. Back when he was reckless.
I don't.
Less reckless.
Yeah, I don't know much about this guy, to be honest.
Oh. Well, that's all right. Well, no, I understand. Thank you for visiting. I really appreciate it. Any visit's amazing, as I said before.
Yeah. It was good to see you.
You too. I assume you have to get moving.
Yeah, probably here in the next few minutes. I have another job, I guess.
I see.
Coming right up, so.
Yeah, as
gotta
you're
get
saying that,
prepared for
the
that.
message goes bling, like up on your hollow wrist common. It's from Layla.
And there's my call. Better go.
Well, he stands up and he goes, puts his cane up and he kind of stands up on that. He goes, "It was great to see you." And he hugs you.
It's good to see you too.
I'll see you around. Hopefully.
Hopefully, I'll try to message you more often.
Perfect. I'll be looking forward to it.
And she says goodbye. Kind of sad, but
Okay. Cool.
goes on. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you step out and he kind of waves you and closes the door behind you. All right, and do you guys all kind of return to one central spot?
Probably waiting at the transports for everyone to show up.
Okay. Gotcha. You all arrive back at public transport. I'd say like 20 minutes later-ish. You all find your ways to the main dock. And you all get that message waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
What does it have?
It's from Layla Keen.
Does Luca also get it?
Yes, everybody on the crew gets it, including JT. And you get this data. Vessel name, Daldron. Captain, Vic Vicorn Hartland. Location is in the Krelos 5 ring, which is a like a planetary ring or spanning around a planet. That's the last known location, at least. And the cargo that she wants you to recover is a thermal container and a small box inside the cargo hold. I guess it'd be thermal containers, multiple. And there seems to be a recording attached as well.
I'm gonna turn on the recording.
All right. Do you all watch?
Mhm.
Okay. So
Yeah.
No. I'm fiddling with my robot.
you just you've opened it up.
Yeah, I'm not.
Shink. And you got it in your hands, and you find a way to like mount on the token shield onto it. You're kind of messing with it and fixing it up. It has a small quantum core that you need to power.
That is a video.
I don't know why I did that, but that is correct. Okay. So what you see is a recording of a vessel kind of like shooting out of a planet's atmosphere. It seems to be from the back, so you can see the thrusters all like at full burn as the ship's like blasting its way out and all the smoke flying out behind it. It's definitely a Trade Federation ship, at least from the thrusters. Like they're just such a big plume, and it's all very industrial. And it's flying out and just, pushing its way out as fast as possible, almost at a dangerous speed, like it's running from something. And so, as you continue to watch, you see out of all of this smoke is another vessel that kind of like shoots out of the smoke and ash and, the thruster of plume behind it, like flies out of it up behind the vessels. It breaks atmosphere, and that ship starts to follow it. You can see it starts to enter one of the rings and starts to power up its main reactor core. The vessel fires a beam that rips through the main, like, what looks to be the core of the ship, disabling it, and you hear the reactor charge completely fail. And the ship then starts to try to navigate its way through the asteroid field, and it's just, dodging left and right, and trying to, go around all these different rocks, these massive, chunks of space metal, as this other vessel is just like pushing its way through, and every rock that hits it just bounces off like it's nothing, as it's like a shield of some kind is completely resisting it on the front of it. And then the vessel suddenly lurches to the side as it seems to have hit one of the rocks, and you can see the ship just kind of like comes up behind it, like up towards the camera, and then fires two what looks to be large torpedoes that smash onto the sides of the ship, and the recording's over.
Interesting.
Alright then.
So I guess we should first off investigate the wreck. There might be some people left, maybe. How long ago did it happen?
5 hours.
Oh, we could possibly still get there. There might be people who have got O2. We could scan the planet for signatures, life signatures.
Couldn't they have like taken the ship? Was it a big ship that was chasing the other one?
It was a very odd-looking vessel, and it was very large, yes.
So
And it was
be big enough to,
pushing
like,
through those rocks like it was nothing.
So it would be big enough to take the other ship into it, and there
No.
might not be anything. Not that big.
Not quite that big.
So, can I like go through the footage and see what knowledge I can discern about the ship?
Yeah. You can kind of like
Okay.
scroll back, and you also get like a kind of a three-dimensional view from the different scanners and the angles from it that were sent off.
Okay. All right. I'm going to see what I can know about it. Should I roll like? What should I roll?
You can roll perception. You can roll knowledge, whatever you would like. Knowledge
Is it fine
on
if I
maybe
roll like? Never mind. Sorry. What were you
Oh,
saying?
you go ahead.
I was thinking like rolling knowledge to see what like class or like manufacturer of ship it is, and then
That's it following them, or the ship that you're like coming from, like watching.
the ship that got attacked. The ship that
Daldron.
attacked. Sorry.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. The unknown vessel.
Yeah, as well as its name. Well, or look knowledge for name or and faction.
Name and faction. Gotcha. Roll. Yeah, roll
Yeah,
knowledge.
with knowledge. Frick! I got a nat 1.
You can't find anything on this ship that would make any sense to you. Maybe not any sense, but just like it doesn't make any sense to. It doesn't have any logos on it. Doesn't have any markings on it that would identify it. No name of the vessel. There's absolutely nothing. All you see is what looks to be like kind of like red lights on the front of it, and that's all you're getting really. Otherwise, the rest of it is very kind of smooth geometry, if you get what my meaning. So it's like smooth, but there's
Okay.
ridges on the vessel to kind of cloak it.
Interesting. I know. I'm thinking it's the Pintos. I'm hoping it's not.
Pentos is long dead, by the way.
Oh, okay. Or
Yeah.
something along its class. Is it fine if I roll perception to see what information I can gather, like make the shape like cemented into my memory?
Yeah.
As well as like class of like size and whatnot.
Yeah. Of the Daldron?
Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
the Daldron is the Daldron.
It
Yeah,
was the vessel that was attacked. It was the freighter.
yeah, the freighter. I'll go for freighter. So
All right, you can roll perception on that. Is anybody else looking at these recordings? You can also roll these things too.
I'll roll knowledge to
I'll
see
do
if I
that.
know anything about it.
Okay.
That's okay.
12 for perception on Daldron.
Daldron looks to be cruiser class for one. It took a major hit with an asteroid right to the front of it. Bridge gone. Major front portion of the ship was gone, as well as major side portions of the ship as it kind of dragged itself along this asteroid and then kind of stuck there.
Is it fine if I can try to guess where it, based off of the knowledge of the system, holograms, and like coincide that with timestamps to figure out where exactly it is for a coordinate of where it got blown up? I mean,
You
we've
kind
got
of
those,
you
but,
pull up
like, in terms of like
the
system.
Krelos system, and then pull up Krelos 5 and then the ring. You kind of try to map what you're seeing versus on the planet versus what's on the ring, but you know the rings rotate.
Yeah.
There's not much you can really discern besides the fact that it's in the first fifth of the ring closest to the planet.
Okay. Right. All right. I'm gonna mention this to JT and say we should probably get moving. That way we can. I mean, I'm thinking we should start moving. if we
I'll get
wanna
moving as soon
go
as you
get the
guys are
ship.
up here.
Oh shoot! I thought we were already in the ship.
No, you're at the public transport.
Oh shoot! Never mind. But, well, I'm gonna move up.
All right. And
Yes,
what were the other rolls?
I rolled a 16 on knowledge for the ship that was chasing the other
Still
I
no
rolled
idea.
I rolled a non-nat 20 on knowledge.
Non-nat 20. You also do not know.
Oh, there. Okay.
If it were a nat 20.
Honestly, had I a different character, I'm pretty sure I'd know. Just based on the vague description you gave.
Perhaps. Either way, you guys are you're heading up into space in public transport. And you are like almost within 5 minutes you're at the station and back on the ship again. And in no time
Can I?
you've go ahead.
Can I real fast see if we can get a jump drive upgrade for our vehicle? How much would that
JT
cost?
states, I already did that.
Nice, dude.
Remember, our old one broke.
I was gonna pitch in. Oh, that's true. Yep. How much can I pitch in for that?
Repair it. Come on, man.
Yep.
You don't need to pitch in. We just grabbed different parts of it, and we're managed to upgrade it a little bit past what it was.
Nice, nice.
All right, no problem. All right, as you guys are on along the way, let's actually take a quick 5-10 minute break. Alrighty, so we're back. You guys are on your way to the system of Krellos 5.
Yeah. Do we get there almost? Are we gonna have no time on the ship or what?
You guys will have a short time on the ship if you want something to do.
Anyone want to do anything?
What I'm doing.
Show off the rat.
My new daggers.
Oh yeah, that actually will be fun to see.
What?
The rat.
Luca just kind of like wraps his arms around him like, I'm not gonna let you guys terrify the rat on his first day.
Why would we terrify the rat?
Hold him.
Because it's a lot of people. Or a lot of
Hold him.
cretins. Creatures, I mean. Not cretins, sorry.
Considering
Okay,
how
roll
bad
grapple.
Can I ha-
spoke about.
Yes, Shrin, you can
Roll
hold
grapple,
him.
Luca.
His Penrith. He like gently passes the cage over him, like just don't scare him. Don't
Oh,
give
is he
him
still
the
in the
arrow,
cage?
please. Yeah, he was still in the cage.
It's like his little carrying box. You know, like the thing that you get from the pet store, the little cardboard thing.
Yeah, but think about it, they just got on the ship not that long ago.
This is true.
What's his name? Fenris? That's
Fenris.
cool.
Good to hold the rat.
Are we all gonna become friends because we all like the rat?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why Luca bought him.
Rats make us all bond. Because we're all rats at heart.
For
Yes, I love rats.
people.
Torin's not thrilled that I love rats so much. So.
Dude, rats are dope.
They're cool.
They're so awesome.
I
They're
used
very
to
smart.
actually have I used to have a fancy rat when I was a kid growing up, and his name was Templeton.
Aw.
Cute.
And then my dad, he got 3 fancy rats, and their name was Pastulio, Gur, and Zim.
Aw.
That's hilarious. I love that.
Zim was a black and white. Pastulio was all white, and Gur was one of the. He wasn't really full white. He was more of a tan white. I don't know what to call it. It was a darker
Cream
white.
color
Yeah,
almost.
thank you, cream. Yeah, like a cream color.
Oh,
But yeah,
they're
they were all
adorable.
brothers. They were all brothers too.
Aw.
Cute.
I'm waiting to get some, and I want to name them Romeo and Macbeth.
Ah, nice.
I never met the rats, but Art, you know Emerald. She had Rigby, Sturgis, and Turner.
Aw.
Yeah, I remember her talking about him.
One of my buddies, actually, my brother had a boa constrictor. That was dope.
Oh.
His name was.
Cool.
I can't remember his. I think his name was Arthur. I think that's what they named his boa was Arthur.
Hey, that's my name.
Yes.
My sister also had a family of rats, but hers rat was named Winston, and they all. It was a terrible tragedy, so I'm not even going to tell you guys what happened to them.
Oh no.
The cat got the rats, I'm guessing.
No, they
Sad.
they got some weird disease or something, and then cannibalized each other. It was
Oh,
really
no.
weird.
Oh,
It was
I'm not going to
awful.
tell you.
They're
Proceeds to tell us.
Well, you guys are like guessing, so I was like, well, I'll just tell them.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
sad.
man.
But it's an actual
Zombies.
disease,
I'm gonna roll,
unfortunately. It's very uncommon, but it happens.
But no,
That's so sad.
in Mark's opinion, it's like a strange pet to have, especially when it's usually food where I'm from.
Morik. Yeah.
Street food.
I'd eat him.
I was actually
So-
gonna see what you thought of
He's
the
not
rat.
food. Not food.
Rats are friends, not food.
not food.
Yes.
Morak.
Rats are friends, not food. Rats are friends.
Never said I was going to
Well-
eat the rats.
Good. Don't even think
I
about
was just
it.
saying that's usually what it is on my planet.
Morak is more of a vulture than a Zelian.
In the game I play, you can actually play as rats, and they're called Skaven, and they're assholes.
Oh,
man.
Is it fine if I roll examine on the data pad that I got, or the data that I downloaded, and I guess see if I can locate any systems that any of these sentinel gates were like observed in or something?
Well, okay, so they're called sentinel gates, but it's more the process of them gating than them actually creating gates. Because they
Okay.
open gates just in front of them, and then they exit a wormhole. And what they
Oh, that's true.
they occupy a space called the reef, which is where two wormholes intersect. And that's kind of their main base of ops. But not many people, well, nobody besides a couple have been, nobody has ever been able to get inside the reef. Ever.
Interesting.
Except for one person, of which I will not explain how he did that.
I'm going to try to like see where a lot of these warp observations were.
Wait a minute.
I mean, gating observations were observed.
Okay.
Or see if I could like triangulate some stuff, you know.
Yeah, roll examine. You're going to bring up a galaxy map of the Milky Way and kind of pull open this space.
Yeah.
Reef has not been talked about since season 4?
A little bit of season 5. I think more of
So-
season 5 than anything, because that was a lot of sentinels.
Yeah, I guess it was season 5, actually.
These white people's
'Cause
minds.
But I know that I took a group of people into the reef, and then Sim was like, no, turn around.
Yep.
Non-nat 21 for examine.
Non-nat 21 for examine. Okay.
So mortals have seen it.
But few. Anyway, you had to fight your way past a corruptor to do it. Anyway, you kind of pull up a galaxy map, and you can see different points of interest where sentinel gating has been happening kind of recently, within the past month. You kind of pull that time span up.
Interesting.
You're flying into kind of like the edge territory of like where some sightings have been seen. Where some sentinel
Interesting.
gating has been occurring. Although it's very, very rare.
Fascinating. Okay.
And they're more commonly spotted just kind of like hovering above a planet, harvesting material.
Yeah. Is there any information that I can recall from the ship that attacked the what is it? D something. Dalthon, Darthon.
Daldron.
Deldron.
Yeah.
Deldron, and see if there's anything that like comes to mind as a like sentinel gateway when the ship appeared.
No,
via
it simply like flew out of the smoke, chasing after the ship as it was trying to get out of the atmosphere.
Yeah, no way I could see at all. Right. Okay. All right. I think that's it for me.
Alrighty. Well, JT kind of like snaps his fingers and says, "Everybody buckle up. We're jumping in."
Roger that. I'm setting all scanners at max.
Setting all
Alright, sounds like
scanners at
that's
max
fine
or
with you.
sentinel scanners at max?
Just regular scanners.
Okay. So,
I don't see any reason to think there'd be sentinels, so.
Yeah.
Other than slightly.
alrighty. Well, yeah, you guys are you're kind of exiting warp, and you can see the field start to break apart, and you jump out, and you're now sitting in the system of Krelos, and you see Krelos 5, which is a very large. It's kind of desert-like, but it's got mixtures of like browns, tans, and a little bit of greens, maybe some whites on there as well. You guys head towards that and the ring that surrounds it.
All right. I'm gonna roll scan on the surrounding area for any anomalies.
Okay. Roll scan.
Okay.
What's everybody else doing now that you're in the system?
Cleaning my feathers.
Okay. You're preening. Are you using your hands or your beak?
A mixture.
If it's the beak, please go into another room. No one wants to see that.
You're just like...
Luca's like, I'm gonna turn the rat loose on you. Maybe
Eat
it'll-
it, don't!
I think he knows if he ate the rat, I'd eat him.
You die trying.
Okay, can we
Who's
stop
taller?
arguing
If
over
it's
a
the
rat?
rat, they're
Says
dying
JT.
by my hand.
I'm gonna say, guys, I'm concentrating. Let me frickin' scan. We don't need to have this discussion about violence.
JT turns around and goes, "This is over a rat,
They
folks."
started it.
Funny, it's the
Well, I'm
bird
ending it.
commenting violence.
Well, you're the oh, frick. Guys, just chill and let's like look at what's going on out here. So I rolled a 18 for a scan, by the way.
An 18 for scan. All right. You scan around and you detect a distress signal
Ooh, distress signal. Where at?
in the ring of Kralos 5. Kralos 5.
Okay.
That's
I
it.
tell JT and the rest of the crew.
Oh, let's say we have a target.
I'm also going to look out for any, since it was mentioned that the ship kind of looked like it could have had like some stealth designs into it, any like super low power outputs
Okay.
on a scan, so I'm going to roll for that.
Yeah, roll for it.
No, excuse me.
You
You're
are
excused.
All right, later.
I got
See
a
ya.
12 on the scan.
12. You don't detect any low frequency scans besides maybe like background radiation from the sun, the
Okay.
star in the system, which is a very massive, like yellow dwarf or yellow. I'll say yellow giant. Might as well.
All right, cool.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
What
Kralos.
is Beetlejuice?
Oh, if I'd known said it the third time, I'd rather not die tonight.
I'm gonna like also tell JT that there was some interesting sentinel like gating around this area at one point in the month.
You know, they say sentinel gating, and what they really mean is one ship. So honestly, I'm not very worried about it. But good to keep your eyes open.
Yeah. You're right.
Keep your eyes open
So,
for high net activity.
Oh,
That is true. That is very true. Yeah. If nobody else wants to do anything, I'm gonna roll perception on the distress signal
Go
as
for
we
it.
approach it.
Yep, you guys are approaching it. You're nearing the ring, and you see a large chunk of rocks and material have all been shoved aside. And there's like large pieces of rock and things that kind of slamming into each other in these clouds of dust. And a ship that is kind of lodged itself inside of an asteroid. The front end, at least.
For perception.
A 4 perception. That's about all you see.
Yeah.
That's what everybody sees unless you want to roll extra perception.
I want to roll for like a life sign scan, but
Yeah,
you
roll
know,
scan.
if anybody else wants to roll any
I
perception,
might as
then
well
heck.
look up from my preening. Of course, the D6s are snake eyes. But overall, that is a 15.
15.
What
all
are
right.
we rolling? Or what can we roll?
I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Wait, where does that come from? Oh.
No net 21 life sign scan. If anyone wants to scan the wreck for anything interesting, I
I
would
could
definitely be
scan.
open to it. I should say roll
Try
perception.
anyway.
I should say. Sorry.
Perception. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me-
As you guys
I
are
can roll
rolling,
perception too.
you do scan life signs.
How
You
many?
scan 50 or less, but this ship
50?
can hold multiple hundreds of individuals. This thing's cruiser.
Oh,
It's a cruiser,
crap.
so it's big.
That's true. That's true.
I
But
rolled a
it's holding
16.
50 or less. A what?
16 scan.
16 scan? Alright.
Or
Rolled
a perception,
14.
sorry.
Okay. Ari, what'd you roll?
14.
14, 16. Okay. You both see about the same thing, except you can see there's this weird gas leak from the back of the ship where there's this kind of like sparking arcs of energy and stuff. It seems to be where the drive or the core, probably the reactor, not reactor core, the warp drive or whatever you'd call it in this version of this ship, probably just like a basic atom drive or something, was damaged and was unable to warp.
How strong were the life signals, and where were they?
They're all concentrated within or around a central location, kind of on one side of it, but you can't get exact scans.
Okay.
There seems to be a lot of radiation flooding this ship,
Ooh.
and
I'm
that's
gonna
what you
tell-
guys. Sorry, hold on. I'm also. You also notice that one of the tanks on the side's kind of just like drifting off, because it seems to be like a tanker as well.
I'm gonna scan that tanker, like for the composition.
All right, and that was what the perceptions for you guys were.
Okay. Probably wear a hazmat suit.
Do
Your
we
armor will
have
suffice.
that? Okay.
Mm-hmm. The gear that you guys have been provided, just in any situation, will handle a lot of things. It's very versatile.
13 for scan.
It's composed of a basic compound, alloy of some kind, but you additionally find that the internals of it, it's actually housing thermal.
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna see if we. I'm gonna tell JT and say this might be what's her name was looking for.
Yeah, one of those
if we should
containers.
pick
Well,
some up,
multiple, probably all those containers.
Yeah.
Additionally, she said a small box inside the cargo bay.
The question
But I'm not
is,
down to leave people here either.
Same. And the thing is, how are we gonna transport them? I mean, we
can't
could
beam
send a
them up
more
with radiation like that.
high-powered. That's true. We could send a more high-powered distress beacon here. Because I mean, we can't carry all of them inside our ship.
Draw pirates to us?
That's true.
This ship is in no way built to fight. We can get interdicted no matter what.
Hmm.
And it's thermal, which means it's worth a lot.
The only other option I could think of is we could try to tow them. Like get one part of a ship that's very much intact, either beam it, cut it out, and like tractor beam it with us. But I think if we entered warp, we wouldn't be able to bring it with us unless we could come up with something that'll fix that.
Yeah. Luca, you know that from what you've seen of this ship, there is no way you're going to be able to pull this thing. It's lodged in that rock, and if you pull it out, you're probably going to weaken structural integrity, and something bad's going to happen.
And
If it
I
already
know
hasn't.
this.
Yes. From your
It's like-
perception.
Guys, we can't pull this thing or anything. If we need anything off of it, we're gonna have to go onto it. It would destroy the ship. It's not sound anymore. Is it like crashed into something? I couldn't.
Yeah, so there was an asteroid, and it smashed into it and carved out its own like shape, and then dug itself in there, and it's all like hooked in.
We can't get it out of that rock.
Wait,
It's not gonna
wait.
come out of there.
is the central area like closer inside the rock, or is it further further from further from the rock?
Well, the front end of it's completely gone. It's from the looks of it, it's all crushed in. The rest of it, I'd say mid to rear, like the mid section is still like visible out of the rock. But that asteroid is massive. Like it's like 8 times the size of this ship.
Oh, sheesh. I'm gonna do a real fast composition scan of the asteroid.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'm just gonna prep to board the ship.
All right.
I'm probably doing the same thing after putting the rat somewhere.
Away from Morak.
Hmm?
Who would be dumb
Away
enough
from Morak.
to do that?
Yeah, away from Morak, who has threatened to eat the rat.
I never threatened to eat the rat. I just said that rats were eaten on the planet I'm from.
You basically said he was food.
You kind of did. I'm not gonna lie. The implication was that, but
Please don't eat my rat, dude. He just looks at you and is like, please don't eat the rat.
I feel
You need
bad.
a
But
for
rat.
this lady.
guys,
The rat
guys.
stares at Morak like,
Which is exactly the face that rats make.
For real. But I feel bad for this lady because she ran out of hairspray, so she decided to use Gorilla Glue, like the spray
my
Gorilla
God.
Glue,
I've heard.
to
That
hold
was-
her hair down. And I'm like, who is dumb enough to do that?
it's
The
gonna
sad
be real
thing is
hell down.
she's like suing like
Trying
She's
to.
suing
the
the
maker of Gorilla Glue, which is like why?
yeah.
But I mean, people have also sued for like
Use it-
Starbucks having hot
Yarmouth.
coffee.
Ugh.
Anyhow,
That
aside
was-
from that,
I think that was McDonald's, not Starbucks.
oh really? I forgot.
Yeah,
It was.
but they actually have a reason. They were actually selling their coffee, I think, at like above boiling point, and they got so that's why she had 3rd-degree burns on herself because of they were selling their coffee above boiling point, and they got sued. I think it was $17 million, and so now they dropped it. They dropped it to like, I think they dropped it to what was it?
Below boiling.
Yeah.
I've
I can't
done-
remember what they do there, but they also put stickers and labels on them saying "Warning, Caution, Hot."
I've dumped near boiling water on myself before. It's not a fun thing. I can't imagine over boiling temperature.
My mom actually had to go live in a bubble for like 3 months because of putting hot water on her, accidentally pouring hot water on her stomach. She was a kid when it happened.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
But anyways, back
Anyhow,
to the game.
yeah.
Yes.
I rolled what was it, 15 for asteroid comp?
It seems mixtures of copper, iron, gold, basic materials.
Okay, nothing really valuable. Nothing that like is insanely destructive. Should
Yeah, there's
Something
like there's
bad
little
happened.
quantum spots inside it as well, but there's nothing severe. Quantum mining in asteroids is pretty common, so
yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say so. Are we gonna board it? Are we gonna?
But yes, we need to rescue those people in some way, shape, or form, as well as get our quarry.
Yes.
Do we all need to go on, or do some of us want to stay here? Not that I'm asking, I'm just like, legitimately, like, how many people are we gonna need?
Out of character, probably JT's gonna remain on board the ship, probably. But I don't know.
that's what the plan was for me. At least one person to fly it while you guys are there.
Yeah.
That's why Fenris is here. Mouse pilot.
We'll keep
Munches, he
JT company.
Yes.
He munches through a bunch of wires on the ship. Why isn't it working?
Stranded. Brand new
What we
reactor
should
core?
do,
Nah.
I'm gonna
But-
mention to JT that we should probably maybe be. I'm just gonna tell him I'm concerned I think we might want to be in stealth mode here, but I'm not like entirely certain. But I'm just kind of paranoid because of the Sentinel.
He says yes.
Potential.
Stealth mode. He flips a couple switches. We've now turned off multiple things. That's as stealthy as we're gonna get in this thing.
This ship's about as stealthy as I am.
At least you're sleek.
Luca,
But
like,
we're not
pumps
making
out
fun
his
of
stomach
Bessie.
and pats it.
Bessie's amazing. I like Bessie.
Bessie's a good ship. I'm just saying.
All right, I guess we were gonna board the little transport ship and start making our way down there. Well, I guess JT tractors in the thermal containers.
Yes. The one thermal container. You can see the ship goes and locks onto that and starts pulling it closer and closer. But you see, yeah, there's actually a cable that seems to have attached it to another one of the thermal tanks, and it goes and kind of like holds it there.
Correct. Okay, this will be interesting then.
We're gonna have to get that thing loose, aren't we?
I'm not firing a beam at it from this range.
Not to mention
okay.
it's volatile.
Yeah.
Could one of us get down there to separate it?
We'll make that a secondary protocol. Just get the people up first.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
Limited air might be the most important thing to watch out for here.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, I got called for work again.
Oh, really?
Poor guy.
Yes.
Man, I'm sorry.
I'm getting so tired of it, man. Can't do anything.
That stinks.
Well, did you miss something here, or were you in the know-how?
No, I was on the phone, so I turned my volume off.
Okay. You want to fill him in, Cole? Well, basically, what happened was we got the information about where the ship was. We warped into the system, saw the rat, made a couple jokes about the rat, tried to ensure it doesn't get eaten by Morak, even though he says he won't eat it.
Eat the rat.
Yeah. And then we found the ship in the rings, and there's a bunch of thermal containers around that we're going to collect when we can, but the thermal containers are linked to something. And
there's a thermal container that's linked to another thermal container.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Thermal is a material, by the way. It is very volatile, but it's also very, very useful and expensive.
So don't let Era near it?
Yes.
I'm going near. You can't keep me away.
If he goes supernova, he goes supernova, and there's nothing we can do about it.
What do you mean? If it crosses it open and explodes, we're getting sucked somewhere else.
All right, so are you guys going down? Okay. JT maneuvers the vessel kind of next to one of the docking ports on the ship and opens the main airlock for you guys, and you all start to drift out as you've got your suits on, your armor and stuff, and it's all, you're completely sealed. There's a lot of radiation in here, but it's nothing you guys got to worry about, at least right now. And you all grab onto the sides of it, and then you see his vessel go and kind of drift back off, and it's still got that cargo container in its grasp. And it kind of lets it go and lets it float there.
I'm gonna see if I can pull any data from the local terminal, see about what I can find out, floor plan,
okay,
cargo bay, as well as where the current crew is.
Okay.
Since
yeah,
I'm assuming
you
it
hook
probably
into
have
the
that
terminal and
information
click in your network jack for yourself.
Yeah. Is there a firewall that I have to push
There's a
through,
Trade
or
Federation
is it good?
ship. You instantly gain access.
That's true. That is true.
Firewall instantly bypassed with admin codes.
High tech. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you access the Daldron. The rest of you that are out here, roll perception.
Pretty good, actually. Not bad.
Well, that sucks. Apparently, the Ice Age studio Blue Sky is being closed out by Disney.
Oh my gosh.
So is this just your roll plus whatever your perception is, or is this the wins?
This wins. It's always wins. Unless it's combat, which is wins plus whatever else for damage and stuff. or initiative.
Well, Luca and I are not being very perceptive right now. It looks like.
Everyone right now except
He's thinking about the rat.
So how would you roll that exactly? Would it be just like however many dice, which would be the number on your thing plus your d20?
Yes.
So no.
Okay. No.
Wait.
D20 number. So in this
Okay.
in this case, I have rolled a 4, and then say you roll like 3 d6s. If it's a 4, 5, and a 6, those are wins, and then you add the wins to your d20.
Well, yeah. You add the wins to your d20. Okay. So yeah. that's okay. Just making sure.
Cool. All right. Morak, you are the only one to actually notice this. It's not very obvious, but you recall torpedoes being thrown at this ship. There are no external explosives that seem to have destroyed anything other than the crash in the front. What you do see, however, are one technically on this side. One very large torpedo shaped. It's like a crystal shaped. It's like I guess it's wider in the center. And it's pointed like this, and it's lodged into the side of the hull.
I really don't want to think these are what I think they are. I really don't. I hope I didn't precurse it.
Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and closer look at that thing.
What do I gain from the interfacing?
Your roll for interface. It was.
Oh, I didn't roll for the interface, but I thought that I gained
What are you
access
gonna do
to
for
it
the
immediately.
interface? You've gained access, but you got to roll if examining or something.
My apologies. Yeah.
No, you're good.
I'm gonna look to see where the life signals are.
Life signals.
And
All right.
what it is. Yeah.
Roll. Examine.
Wait, who?
Cap.
Yeah, so I'm actually gonna
14 for examine.
I'm going.
I'm also gonna take a look at the net inside the ship and see how that is, in case there is the potential for Sentinels related stuff. So.
Okay. So wait, what exactly are you doing?
I rolled examine for people inside the ship, where they are, who they are, what, e.g. whether they're crew, and the type of crew, and I'm gonna roll for net activity on the ship. So.
Net activity on the ship. Okay.
Yep. $17 for scan for net activity.
Oh, that's bright. Okay. You detect a lot of net activity from the medical bay.
Interesting.
And then were you rolling examine for location?
What my roll?
No.
Shoot, I thought I mentioned that roll for that. Oh crud. It was a 15. Yeah, for my examine.
You also detect a lot of life signs all in the medical bay.
Interesting. I'm gonna check the pressurization of the ship as well. See what areas
The
are
only
still
pressurized sections are the medical bay and any one room attached to it on each side.
Okay, got it. I'm gonna let them know that. But 50 people inside the medical bay?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, how large is that medical bay?
Not very big. But it's decent. Yeah, it's decently sized, but not very big.
Jeez.
I mean, this ship can probably hold over 200 people. So you gotta think about
like 50 people in one medical bay.
Yep. Plus 2 rooms.
But they're mainly, or are they all in the medical bay?
It's mainly a medical bay, and there's some other people spread out into the other sections.
Okay.
There seems to be only a small portion of people who you're assuming is command in one of the rooms.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can gain access to the security cameras and see what's going on in there.
Yeah, roll systems.
Tech. Roger that.
Yeah.
Now I need to figure out what my tech roll is in this case since I have a bonus.
Right. Nice.
Okay. I guess I don't have a bonus.
Brendan,
Yes.
your character. You, sir, are sitting in the medical bay. You've been assisting individuals, trying to just calm them down and get them more comfortable in the situation, because there are a lot of people, including not children, but there's just younger individuals who are quite traumatized by what has occurred today.
Yeah.
And while you're also freaked out, you are unharmed and just doing your job.
Yeah. All right. Ouch. I'm just gonna keep tending to the people.
Okay, roll sense.
I rolled an 18 for tech, by the way.
Gotta see what my sense is real quick.
That'll be under cognitive.
Yeah.
And 18 for systems.
Correct.
Okay. You're able to access the main feeds inside of the ship. And firstly, you of course. You got an 8. Okay. You don't notice anything besides what you're noticing around you, which is a lot of scared people.
Yeah.
And you know the captain and several of his officers who are not dead are in one of the side rooms. And they're using that as kind of like a secondary command.
Okay.
They're trying to formulate a plan. Okay.
Have they noticed us at all yet?
I think, if
Nope.
anything, we should breach the one room which has all the command in it. That way we can, like...
But do we know what that is?
I'm gonna correlate... Is it fine if I, like, interface my security feed with the systems that I'm looking at?
What is this?
It's just my character sheet.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
I'm gonna interface the security cameras with their relationship to the floor plan. So,
Okay.
I assume that's probably simple to do, and I won't need to roll for that, right?
Yeah, you're able to just kind of like pinpoint people in different locations. You can see Captain Vic is standing in that one room with multiples of his officers. You can see he's a Venturi, and he's got like a major portion of his his biosuit that would usually stop him from overheating is like blown off of him. Like this portion of him and all of this is very, very damaged, and he's bleeding. And like a portion of his head is super, super damaged. But he's got like a patch on that, and he's trying to work with people. Bless you.
Bless you, whoever that is.
Sorry.
You're good. As well as a major portion of other individuals are kind of standing in there. You see what looks to be Azalos kind of like walking around and like trying to console people in the main medical bay, as well as a doctor who's like kind of hitting them with medical stuff, either medi-patches, medi-pins, other, anti-freak-out medicine. And the last room seems to be reserved for the dead.
Oh, dang.
Not all of them
How
that they
many
have
are in there?
found, but there's like 20 different bodies. And they've been sealed.
Sheesh. Okay, well, I'm gonna let everyone else know what I've seen.
Okay. You have also full access to the rest of the ship's visual.
Just
Is
an
there
FYI.
any interesting things that I observe, or should I roll perception for that?
Roll perception. And what was it, Brandon?
Roger.
Oh, I was gonna tell JCab just basically what he's seeing as a character. That's basically what my character looks like.
Are you in the
Cool. I like that. That's sweet. I like that suit.
Oh, did you post it? Oh, okay, hold on.
In the RP chat, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
Ah, yes, Commander Shepard.
Yeah. That's actually not Commander Shepard. That's just a character in the multiplayer for Mass Effect 3, and it's just
Gotcha.
it
That's
was the
cool
closest thing that resembles my character. So I was like,
yeah,
using it.
that armor really does work really well for for our style as well.
Yeah,
That is true. Rolled a 17 on my perception for security feeds.
Okay, cool. You're looking around, and you see, firstly, you flip to the drive and reactor bays, just because they're engineering and they're pretty important. And you see in the reactor bay, there are these new tubes and different things that have been created in there that don't make any sense to be in the ship, and you know that. As well as these like sacks of material that are kind of sitting in there, and they're somewhat translucent, and there seems to be like figures sitting in there. Some of them are smaller than other ones. That's what you see.
I'm gonna forward this to JT and ask his opinion. I'm gonna roll scan on what I can tell of these guys.
You won't be able to scan
just from
them.
the security feeds. Shoot. Okay. Crud. Is there any like different like frequencies of cameras that I can look at, like infrared and whatnot?
You can go like UV infrared.
I'm gonna cycle through those and see what I can find. Do I need to roll for that or?
Nah. You cycle through a couple times and you're able to see that some of them seem to be at different stages. There's ones that are completely metallic, at least on the inside, so they're much cooler by the looks of things. While others of these kind of like containers, I will say, are seemingly holding organic individuals.
Hey, dog meat.
Do I know anything? Can I tell anything about the organic individuals? Like what's going on to them? Or no.
Well, you see one of them start to squirm.
Oh no!
And somebody's hand smashes out of it, and like it's a dagger, rips at it and kind of pulls it down, and then he slides and like splats out of it. He's wearing little to nothing, but he's got like a basic undersuit on, and he had a dagger on him somewhere, and he's kind of looking around all shocked. And then he's obviously not. He's able to breathe just fine in this area for whatever reason.
Interesting.
And off in the corner, you see a weird glow of energy off in like the corner of the feed, and you see this weird like kind of double helix looking energy blast smash into him, and he just vaporizes.
I'm definitely alerting JT to this and everyone else that there's definite hostiles with murderous intent.
JT
and
says,
we should get these people
we should
off
get that stuff out and those people out as soon as possible, says JT.
Yeah. I'm going to prioritize the people who we can't save ASAP. I'm then going to try to stealthily make my way to the commander.
Okay, you are still not even in the room yet, by the way. You are still in the exterior of the ship.
Oh, frick. Okay.
I am going over to the little diamond thing that I saw. That was...
Okay, yeah. This whole time, you guys are like, you're sitting there like this. You're like, just kind of staring intently at the wall. Everybody's like, what's going on here? But you're like accessing the network. And Morak's just kind of like climbing his way along and like magnetizing himself. Well, I guess technically you walk just like this on the side of it, and you're just kind of walking along, because you don't need to worry about gravity. And you go up to it.
I'm gonna just like.
You're able to open the door, by the way. You're just able to flick the door.
Sweet.
Morak, you walk up to the strange torpedo device thing.
Yes. And I'm gonna figure out what exactly it is.
This had better not be Expanse themed, Cole. I'm just telling you. This had better not. I don't want it to be. I really don't. You just...
If I wanted it Expanse themed, I'd make it
yes,
light.
go ahead and examine it.
All right, roll examine. Is anybody else doing anything since you're here? Or are you just going inside since he's opened the door now?
I'm helping people.
It's true.
I'm
Not
gonna
the other
continue
individuals.
going towards the commander, and I'm gonna. But I did tell everyone else except for Morak, since Morak walked off,
I mean, you have comms.
about the problem.
So is everyone on the same ship, I assume, or no?
Yeah, they're all on the exterior
We're
of
on
your
the
ship.
same ship, yeah,
Okay.
but we're on the exterior.
Not nat 21.
Nice. This is not a torpedo.
Uh-oh.
This is a docking pod.
Uh-oh.
Like, it slams into the hull and opens up and then lets something out.
Well, it's like those spider things in fucking Star Wars. Those are dope.
Except for when you attack him.
It is massive, by the way. It is huge. Like, it could hold like something like a 12-foot tall person.
Hmm.
Oh, frick.
Is there
I'm gonna go ahead and
Hold on. Ari, what?
Is there any other indication of what maybe creature may have come out of it?
Nope. It's actually a completely mechanical structure as well.
Okay.
And it's, well, you're able to examine it, Morak. Its structure is crystalline.
cool.
Whoa.
So I'm gonna go ahead and create a secure line just between us, so no one can interfere and be like, there's a crystalline pod thing up here. That looks like it could house some giant people.
Roger that. I'm gonna fill him in on what I saw earlier
All right.
on the open comms with everyone else too. So
I think you meant
What's the
secure
game
line
plan
as in
here?
between everybody.
Stay alert and get people off of the ship.
first priority. After that, eradication potentially.
So
Or
you
see
guys,
if we can help the other people. That's what I should say.
You mind if I roll sense again by chance or no?
sure.
Oh, I just realized this
Wait.
thing will be interesting if he sees me.
That's fail, so 1. Nice. Non-nat 20.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. You're definitely sensing other people now, other presence. 5, maybe 6. The 6th one is pretty distant. There might even be a 7th.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So guaranteed 5, iffy on the 6th, and probably on the 7th.
On the 7th. It's like a
Fair
little,
enough.
yeah, it's like a little blip on your mental
do
radar.
do I know by chance on what the 5 are, or
Yes.
just the okay?
Yeah, they're all
Wanna further-
sentient beings.
So,
They seem to be on the exterior of the ship. You're not completely sure where, but you know they're on this different direction.
could I whisper to one of them since they're close
Yes.
and on the ship?
Oh,
I
frick!
will
This is gonna be
whis-
terrifying.
I'm going to just talk to one of them in their head.
All right.
Who's
roll.
he gonna talk to?
Hold on, I'm gonna roll a d6.
Because yeah,
and we'll
you've
see
got
which
to
one I
roll for this here.
I was gonna say.
If it's JT, that'd
Morak,
be funny.
Figures.
you hear a voice in your head. Brendan, what do you say?
So, what are you? Where are you? And how the fuck did you get here?
First off, we're here to rescue you. I was observing this pod thing attached to your destroyed vessel, and we got
Yes.
here under command of a Layla Keen.
Okay, that doesn't tell me who you are, for one, but I appreciate the rescue. Thanks. Where are you guys at? Well, obviously on the outside of the ship, but do you need like access to things like what's up?
We already have. Oh shoot! I don't know.
So, from what I know, we have one guy who's already gaining access. Me, I was just observing this, and I guess I
The rest
should
have entered.
my name. It's Morak Galathinius. That's your
Morak?
sense.
Cool. Nissa's the name, just an FYI. So I know we got hit, but I didn't see what it was. Do you have an idea?
I'll go ahead and roll knowledge on the pod just in case.
Okay.
Doubtful, but it's a just in case. Oh wow, a surprising nat 20.
Excuse me.
Okay. Not expecting a non-nat 20.
Non-nat 20, you said? Sorry.
Yeah.
Nope.
I do not know.
I'm
Yes.
gonna as
Beyond my knowledge.
Fair enough. So where are you exactly right now?
I'm on the hull of your ship. This thing's penetrated right through.
Okay, so you're right now. You're near the entry. Do you know exactly where exactly on the entry? Back of the ship, front of the ship.
There is no
I'm
front
gonna
of
pull
the ship.
up the schematic that we got just from a ship scheme. It's like
You're near mid.
it's about mid.
Midship. I'm assuming I know it since I'm on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll meet you there. So I'll tell the people that I'm helping that I'm leaving. And
Okay.
I'll go. I'm gonna stop talking to you. So.
stay.
All right. Well,
Stay.
his name was Taurus. He's kind of like big tech dude.
All right. Yeah. So, you said I forget what your nickname was.
Nissa.
Nissa.
Is my
okay.
full name. Nis is for short if you want to use Nis.
Nis. All right. Nis, you go boop, boop, in your helmet over your head, and you activate the seal over the door. Creates a shield over your doorway. You open the door up and you walk through and you close the door, and the shield deactivates on the other side of it just to keep the seal. And it's not meant to last very long, which is why it is instantly turned off. You step into the hallway and you instantly know to roll stealth.
Instantly to roll stealth. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll. Can I roll stealth as well? Because as I'm proceeding down the hallway, and I'm also gonna roll perception too. Is that fine?
Yeah.
'Cause I
Does
wanna-
anybody else? You're all following. Because
I don't want,
Antares here.
I don't want big clawed stompers following me. But if I've
Natural
got big clawed
22.
stompers,
Nice. And Taurus
Yeah, I'm
is being followed by the three of you. Morak's far behind. What are you three doing? Are you also rolling stealth? Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna let Taurus know about Issa too.
I am not gonna roll stealth. I'm barely paying attention. I'm just walking around like nothing's going on.
Okay, you're kind of just like, oh, that's an interesting ship.
I'm even whistling.
In your helmet, just
Yeah.
over the comms. Everybody's like, stop.
turn on my active suppression.
Okay.
By chance, can I use that spot to get inside the ship?
Nope.
That's
This thing
worth a
broke through the
shot.
exterior of the hull. This thing
Yeah.
is not going to be broken open.
Mark doesn't know that, so he figured he'd look around.
Yeah. You kind of take out one of your weapons and nothing.
Okay. I'm probably going to just continue to look around the outside of the ship
Okay.
for any other indications.
I hope
Okay.
that we've got someone hanging out with what's his face, Morak,
Ari?
just in case.
Roll stealth.
I did.
And Luca, roll. Oh, okay. Did you guys put it in chat?
Yeah.
Oops.
I will put it in chat too, just in case.
17 perception. I did not have a good roll for my stealth.
All right, 21 non-nat. Or nat 21 stealth. Ari. Was that
Yeah.
a nat?
Yes.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, you've got this. No prob. Cap, you're not really all that worried. Antares isn't really all that worried about being all that
No.
stealthy at the time being. But you've been informed that you're supposed to meet Nis.
Okay. And I also rolled 17 on perception as I'm
Yeah.
walking around.
As
Anything
you're walking
interesting
around,
that I see?
you see
Or collectible?
different matter as in like organic matter splattered around.
Oh,
As well as different pieces of armor and stuff are kind of drifting this way and that way. You kind of look down one of the hallways and you think you see something walk across one of the halls and then like vanish, but you're not quite sure. You just kind of like
And then I decide, can I now roll stealth since I've seen that?
You've already rolled
Can I
stealth.
be more stealthy? Can I try to be more stealthy now?
Yeah.
Please.
Thank you. And yeah, Brendan, Nis has got, he already knows what's going on. You're kind of like scooting along and you find your way across and you kind of continue down the hallway and just like as lightly as you can with your mag boots. And you eventually make your way to what looks like the individuals up ahead of you.
Mag skates.
Since
No,
I
nat
haven't-
20 stealth now.
Since I haven't seen it, well, since I've now seen them, but I don't know if they've seen me, I'm gonna go into cover.
Okay.
And the first person I see, whoever's in front, I'm gonna whisper to.
Okay.
That's probably me up front.
Yep, and Taurus was in front.
Okay.
And I just became more stealthy.
So yeah, you just hear a random voice pop in your head. So I'm like, "Who are you? Why are you here?"
I'm in Taurus. Are you Nis?
Yes.
Do you know what's going on here specifically?
The
I've
only thing I
looked
know
at
is that we got
security.
hit by a torpedo or some sort, or we got hit by something. I don't know what it is. We lost most of our systems, and the only thing that was functional was our med bay and a couple of bays next to it. That's about it. And so we got everyone there. Not a whole, about maybe 50 people made it.
Well, as you can tell, there's a lot of organic matter around here, but there's a being somewhere on this ship that's doing something to these other people. We need to get all of your people out ASAP. What's the shortest route from the medical bay to an airlock?
Closest one is probably the hole in the middle of the ship caused by from one of those torpedoes.
Okay, are you psychic? Do I know anything? Do I know if he's Zalos, Cole?
I'm talking
he's
in your
speaking
head.
to you in your mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
That's
Okay,
a pretty good identifier.
Well then, can I share with him? I guess. Do I have the ability to share with him even though I'm non-psychic?
You can think, and I can know what you're
Okay,
saying, what you're
It's
thinking.
about as much.
I'm gonna think to him about what the memory of what I saw on the security feed. That way he's aware. And
I
say,
would have to roll for that, I think.
Yeah.
would he?
Well,
Okay,
fortitude.
that way he can grasp it, I guess.
Yeah.
If I
You're
break
not
his mind, Cole,
Roll for
Cole,
fortitude,
did
you
my
said?
nerve
You're not gonna be rolling.
heal,
I'm
by
not
the way?
rolling. Huh?
Did
What?
my nerve heal? Because I'm still at minus
Yes.
3 nerve from what I had
Yeah.
originally.
Yeah, you're healed there.
Thank you.
The rest of you three, since we've been paying attention to the other three, what are you guys doing?
Good question.
You guys could be following us, working with Morak.
Nezrin, Luca, Era. I think you probably have your like flashlights on and stuff too, if you don't care.
Yeah, maybe I kind of go looking around by myself.
Oh, frick.
Okay.
Oh, frick.
You just kind of walk off down
Oh,
one of the
frick.
hallways.
Yeah, I'm just totally doing my own thing right now.
Okay.
I'm going to say he's high on quantum right now, and that's why he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah,
Have
I'm not high on quantum, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Am I aware that he's left our group?
Nope.
Frick. Can I do it? Can I roll perception to double
You've been
check
too
everyone
busy
who's around me?
communicating.
Okay.
I'm probably close behind, but most people probably aren't noticing me just because I'm being so stealthy.
Yeah, you
I'm
are
just
like,
trying
you know, the Drax, you know, you're like, I am so still. I'm nearly invisible. You know that. You're standing there like, you know, with the whatever he was eating. Yeah. Luca, what are you doing?
I don't know. I've been dragged into a conversation, so I'm not entirely sure what all's happened recently. So I'm probably just following everybody and trying to be stealthy, but failing horribly.
Wait, since you know that you've like hung out with like Morak a lot and you consider him to be good, maybe you should hang out with him because he's all alone right now.
Morak, have you entered the back, or are you still on the exterior?
I'm on the exterior still.
Roll perception.
I can
Oh,
be
God.
outside with the
Because
bird.
you're literally going to be right next to, if you go through the back end, you're going to be right next to whatever's in the drive. Let me just give you a heads up about that.
What was your roll?
19.
19.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Morak, you are in the exterior. Sorry, guys. I'll get back to you in a moment. You reminded me. You're kind of standing there and you're like trying to see if you can cut into this, and then suddenly you feel the hole go, and there's this weird vibration that you're suddenly feeling, and you're like, "What the heck is that?" You have to like grab onto something with your mag, like your hand, your gauntlet goes, and you put your gun away, and you kind of like look past the docking torpedo, this pod, and you see a very large mechanical figure with its arm kind of up against one of these thermal containers and is cutting the supports off of it.
Click.
All right.
Hey, dude, I got a new friend.
And pass it on to everyone else.
All right. Everybody roll knowledge.
And hide back behind.
Do you send it to
I'm
Nis?
assuming.
You haven't made network contact with Nis yet. It's all mental.
Email from random person. What the fuck is this?
Image attached. Delete.
Virus.
Like Jake.
No, it could be porn. Get out of here.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm only kidding.
17 knowledge.
All right. Everybody else?
Oh, right. Knowledge.
Of course, it's a nat 22 at Nezrin.
Nezrin
fucking Atlas people.
stuff.
And it
I
makes
hate you,
sense
Atlas
too, though.
Hang on.
It's
It
so
does.
annoying,
I
though.
roll in a second.
It's like, oh gosh.
Yeah. Atlas.
They even
Oh, I know that.
latest-
I know that. I know that too. I know all these things.
Oh, and what I don't know, it's because I'm just not paying attention right now.
Basically.
All right.
You know that ship that just warped in? Well, I wasn't looking at the screen. Oh, well, I don't care. It doesn't
All right.
matter.
Me telling you this, you can already pretty much just tell everybody else. You instantly know that this is what is called a sentinel fabricator.
Okay.
And
so
they-
I tell everybody that.
Okay. They build.
I totally
more
tell
sentinels.
JT. I'm gonna tell JT. I was flipping right, you jerk.
You
Hey.
jerk.
Cole, what did you say?
They build more sentinels. Like they construct more. And recently, something that you alone have known, and this is the only because you've got a gnat, is that they are able to convert organic beings into crystalline sentinels through those conversion like pods that they put them in. Yeah. They use nanobots to convert their organic structure into a crystalline structure.
That would be painful.
It kind of reminds me of like
That
the
would be-
Didact in Halo 4 because he turns humans into data and then turns them into weapons like knights.
Oh.
The scary thing with Sentinels is that they're usually like high tier enemies.
Yeah, they're really high tier.
I think
They're good loot too, but you gotta kill it first.
Yeah, you guys are level 2.
No,
Laugh.
I'm hiding.
But yeah, that's what you know.
I see that, and it's just
if
like,
one tries to attack us, though, I'm going to frip and kill it. Because no, you're not touching my crew. That's
oh, you're
my
not
crew.
trying.
One does not simply
Captain.
kill a sentinel.
You are a crew in Taurus.
The only person, people who can just like instantly kill a Sentinel are like level 10s up, they even have difficulties at times.
Almost killed one, actually, I think.
Ronins are supposed to be fought at level 8, and Ronins are one of the lowest. And technically, the scouts are pretty low too. But
Those
these
are
guys
scouts, though.
Yeah.
This is a fabricator. This is
JT responds to you, fabricators don't work alone.
What do they work with?
Usually a small chunk of knights.
A frick.
So you're saying there's probably a small chunk of knights roaming around the ship trying to find everyone.
The
At
thing
least
is, though,
3.
I haven't been able to get a lot of data, network-related stuff. There's not been a lot of network traffic and whatnot. It's like they're operating in stealth mode or something.
That's what I need to do.
I'm pretty sure we shouldn't engage with them if possible.
That is obvious, but if they engage us, we have to engage them.
Right?
Oh, I'm gonna
flee.
shoot one.
Art.
I'm gonna shoot one if I see it.
Era,
I'm gonna do
you
a
see
crew
it,
check.
Perception.
do not.
I'm gonna do a crew check.
roll perception, Era.
Stealth.
Roll!
For me?
I'm also gonna tell JT.
Okay.
Yeah, roll perception.
I'm gonna tell JT that I did notice something moving earlier in one of the adjacent rooms.
Okay. He goes, hey, yeah, that's bad. Luca
You
and
think?
Nezrin both roll
That's my
perception.
response.
What?
Say that
Luca
again,
and
Cole.
Nezrin roll perception.
Perception.
Okay.
I'm gonna trigger all the cameras in the rooms around me and see what I can spot.
Uh-oh.
I'm actually gonna mag skate away from. No, just like, use the cover and mag skate.
I got a
across the
13,
hall.
Cole.
All right, 13.
I keep rolling pretty good tonight.
Non-nat 22. Holy cow. What was the nat 23 for Luca?
That was the last. Was it knowledge?
Oh, probably stealth.
Luca instantly knows the exact same thing that Ari does, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a 15 on this last one.
Okay, if you could put that in chat, please.
Yep. I just figured it.
All right, Ari, Nezrin. Era's not around. Era, you're walking around a hallway with your lights on. You're kind of looking around. You're whistling in your helmet. You instantly notice. Well, instantly. It takes you a second. You have your lights on, and you look down one of the hallways, and it's just dark. There's no lights on. There's nothing here. And all you see in the distance is at about 6 foot height eye level, there are these 3 diamonds staring back at you from the dark.
Like diamonds with eyes.
Yeah, but they're vertical. They're small diamond, larger diamond, smaller diamond.
Do I see that those are the 3 behind, I should say? They're the 3 individuals that are in the back. Do I see them looking off somewhere?
You
By
see that
chance, or-
Nezrin's kind of like looking around very worried.
I'm gonna talk, like whisper.
Okay.
What do you see?
Are you whispering to me?
No.
The person that's looking around all nervous like.
Oh, I see.
Yes,
I gotcha.
Me. I mean, there's a
Sentinel.
what's it called again? Sentinel pod here. Okay,
And we lost Era.
and we lost one of our most rambunctious crew members.
Rambunctious.
Well, your best bet is coming down here and not over there. So I would run
No, don't run.
towards me, not that thing, me.
Yes. Follow me. Let's go to the med bay. We're gonna have to let Era
Era.
get to us.
Oh no.
I'm gonna real fast direct comm with Era. Is he within range, or am I getting network
Yes,
jamming?
He's
or
in range.
something?
You open comms to him and you hear whistling off in the mic.
And then a sudden stop.
No, he's still whistling.
It's like the
Yeah.
like when I see them,
Whoa.
it's just like peters
Yeah.
off.
Hey, Era, you all right?
Oh yeah, I'm totally good, man. How you doing?
I think you should rejoin the group. There's, in case you didn't notice from what Morak sent us, there's a sentinel group of sentinels on their way. They like killing people
Oh,
and
yeah. I don't even
eradicating
know how to
things.
use my hollow pad. I've never really touched it all that much. Where you guys at? I guess I wouldn't. I don't want to die today.
Can I try to see if I can control his suit real fast,
No,
or
you
like
definitely
control
can't.
interface?
Or you can just
Control
tell him
some
you're
of his
outside the med
interfaces.
bay.
I'm gonna tell him go to the med bay. Follow the signs that say med bay.
Okay. I will try and
And
find.
keep your ears open and roll for stealth ASAP.
Roll for stealth. Hey, what?
Roll for stealth. Be stealth.
I mean, how am I
So the
supposed
character
to use
breaks the
my
fourth wall.
flashlights, though?
Oh, sure, it's a better term.
Be quiet.
You have to be stealthy.
And turn off your lights. Use infrared.
All right.
UV.
Well, since I saw this crystal, I'll roll stealth and then perception on my route to the med bay.
Yep.
Or do I know the way?
I'd say
You're
you
gonna have
kind
to
of know
guess
the way.
your way,
You have a
man.
map. You have a map of it.
Oh, thank God.
I'll just roll stealth then to try to sneak away from this sentinel, I'm guessing.
I swear, if it's a 1, that will be so terrible. That would be so funny and so terrible.
There's like a
Don't
random
jinx me.
map in space. How did that happen? Next to the button. The comedy room.
All right, I got a 7.
All right. So you kind of like, oh, okay. You kind of flip your lights around a couple times, and they click, 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 and then you eventually turn them off officially. They're like on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, off.
Okay.
You switch to infrared, and you're like, okay. And then you look down, and all you see from the red crystals is there's no real like heat from them, but you see like a heat coming from what looks to be like inside some form of rib cage, or at least some form of cage, which looks to be a torso, and there's a little bit of heat radiating off of that.
Well, I turn around and nope out of there and go back the way I came and head towards med bay.
Okay, you
Thank
start like,
God he didn't decide to shoot it. It would have made sense for him to shoot
nope.
it.
Goodbye. You kind of like you start like backing up, turn around, and start moving, and then you feel the ground vibrating as you're walking, and you're like, oh, that's weird. I shouldn't be making the ground vibrate that much.
Oh, frick.
So I turn around to see what's behind me.
It's at equidistant level distance to you as you had when you first saw it, but now it's slightly more
stalking you,
visible.
dude.
You can see the kind of slim but skeletal look of what looks to be a machine of some kind with a slightly like, it's like a diamond-shaped head with the top and bottom like shaved off.
Do I see the whites of his eyes?
You see the reds of the crystals that are
Okay.
on its face there, on its lack of a face.
Dang, I don't want to have him follow me all the way there.
I'm gonna patch him with her, double check in with him.
Era, are you walking backwards as you're watching this thing now?
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds fun.
Okay. You're kind of walking
snap.
backwards, and every footstep that you take, it takes like 2 footsteps distance to you. But eventually, you've backed up far enough that you're now next to the group who are kind of moving towards the medical bay. And they all see
Do I
you
see him?
as you back up. And then, of course, there's the kind of the red glow of the Sentinel's eyes from that hallway.
Guys,
You brought company.
messed up
Nice
here.
work.
Real bad. There's this weird red crystal thing.
Stop
following
talking.
me.
Just follow us. Stick with the group. We're gonna get out of here. and maybe we can stop the. Maybe we can do something to sabotage this process.
All right, sounds
Hey,
good to me.
I'm gonna prep a micronade that's gonna EMP
Mhm.
like down the hall. I'm gonna toss Era a micronade, ask him to place it up on the wall. And it's primed to EMP the next thing that passes by it.
Okay.
I don't really feel like it.
I don't
Just
tell
being
him that it's
difficult.
supposed to do that.
I'm just with you.
And Cole,
I-
this micronade had better nuke his systems, please.
I catch the micronade and I attach to the wall, like
Sweet,
JCap
thanks, dude.
said. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you go
Yeah,
click,
it'll
and then you start
help
walking
us.
backwards and turn towards the group and start walking with them. You can see it step out, and then all over your comms and your network signal, there's a chirp that kind of happens. It's like a chirp, 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 chirp from the Sentinel itself. It seems to be sending out a signal of some kind, and it's echoing over your guys' network. And of course, you being a high tac can see it kind of like ping off of it.
Can I interpret any of what it sent?
Nope,
Frick.
not in the slightest. Not even roll. And you can see it walk by the EMP as the EMP micronade goes and it like hits it as the Sentinel then just like it kind of starts walking through it, blasts. Is blasted by the EMP. You see this electrical wave that shoots around it, and then it just goes and kind of like looks at the wall that was that EMP'd it, and then just looks back at the group very mechanically like, and then
You thought that
proceeds
was
to
gonna
walk faster.
I thought you'd know. They're powered by thermal. You don't EMP a thermal powered machine.
You guys make it to med. Except for Morak. Morak, what are you doing?
You could ask JT to pick you up.
Sliding away magnetically from the site.
Okay, yeah, you kind
It's
of
like-
Frick, I'm gonna check in with Morak as well.
Okay.
See how he's doing. Hey, what's going on?
Doing
You all
good.
good up there?
I backed away from the sighting.
Good. We're over here. This is where the closest airlock is. We're headed that way once we get everyone. I don't think there's anything that we could do about the other people who are on board the ship who are being transferred, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's several hostiles on board the ship, although right now they're passive. But they
Well,
could easily turn.
if there are people disappearing from the ship, then I don't think they're passive.
You're right. They just haven't aggressed us yet. Yet, being the operative word. I'm
Have
gonna
y'all-
roll perception around me again, by the way.
Y'all haven't encountered anything, have you?
We've encountered two things. There was something in a room adjacent to me, and then Era woke something up. It's it's following us right now. In fact, we're trying not to have it follow us too much.
Be advised then. I suggest, and maybe we can find a way to get y'all out to Medbay directly, if possible.
The radiation is what's killing it. We can't, unfortunately, yet.
See. Yes, but
Hey,
get you from at that point, then we're good.
for my perception, I rolled a 11, Cole.
11.
Yeah.
Besides seeing it following you and you guys getting to the medical bay room, you hear the shield. Well, you feel the shield go up. The doors open and you all step inside, and the doors close. The shield goes down.
Okay. I'm gonna start issuing orders immediately.
Hold on,
frick,
we're
I
still
can't
on
do
Morak.
that. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna ask JT if there's a way to open up the hole safely without releasing pressure from the med bay.
Do they have like a breach shield?
They do have a shield, but it's only up momentarily.
Well, that might be something.
Well, you can put up a breach shield against a wall, right? It's broken open.
Yeah,
To
it's
a
used to
chance of a
seal.
tube that we could connect, that could create an airlock.
Do we have something like that?
Yes. Please, fate.
Yes.
So, let's do that. Come pick me up. I'm going to be on the opposite side of where I saw our giant friend.
So you're walking underneath the ship.
More like I slid to go underneath it.
Okay. Well, from my point of view, it seems to have detached the second one and locked a tether from the second to the third. Just FYI, that's what I'm seeing.
Well, keep those in mind.
You know what that means, right?
We're probably getting ready to leave.
Something's coming to pick it up.
Well, then let's hurry up.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, is there any way that we could destroy the thermal?
And it's extremely volatile.
Well, is there anything that, by destroying the thermal, how will it affect the Sentinels? That's my question.
I mean, it would probably blow them up and us.
Good. Okay.
Good.
That's last resort. That's last resort if things go really awry.
All right.
Well, I can just go ahead and you at the side with the medical bay.
Okay. Yeah, you see his ship kind of starts moving down underneath and kind of moves over to the other side.
And I just like...
Mm-hmm. You meet him there. And you are on the kind of the medical bay side of things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to enter the room with the captain.
Okay. The folks who are in the medical bay, you can see Morak, who's like looking in the window from the side.
Look, there's a bird in a spacesuit.
Okay, hold on there, Cap. What are the rest of you guys doing? You're all in the medical bay now.
I'm staying outside the med bay and watching, making sure nothing's coming through.
Outside the med bay?
Outside the med bay.
That sentinel was still following you.
Have we met Nis yet?
Yes.
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 Like in person, not just through his whispers?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Era, you probably like, who the heck are you? And then walk past.
Yeah, don't even pay attention.
You're on the exterior of the medical bay, and you see the sentinels now advancing in your direction.
Did you say sentinels?
Sentinel.
Yeah, singular?
Singular.
Oh, thank God.
That's
I kind of want to shoot
or
it.
is that... Oh, okay, never mind. That's not what I'm seeing.
That is what you're seeing.
Not sure.
Oh, that's what I'm seeing. Okay.
That's what you're seeing. You're on the outside.
Yeah,
But
I'm on the
maybe we
outside.
could, like, all
If Era
shoot
shoots
at
it.
once before it attacks us. You see what I'm saying?
These things are. I can't spoil anything for him about what sentinels are, can I?
I mean, if your character knows.
I mean, if we shouldn't, then I won't.
Well, better question is, what is...
Would my character know?
Better
You
question
might.
is, what is
You
everyone
might.
else doing? Is everyone else in the bed? Is everyone else in the med bay? Because I was the
Yes,
only one that
they've
said I was
entered in.
outside.
Yeah, they've all
Okay.
entered.
Okay, so
Oh, knowledge.
I'm by myself outside.
Roll knowledge? Yeah, you're all by yourself. You have do you have like a gun or a rifle or a blade of some kind that you're holding here?
No, I'm not having anything out at the moment.
Okay.
I am gonna grab like a small piece of metal on the ground, like something small, like easy to pick up and throw, and I'm just gonna throw the object that I have in my hand at the sentinel and kind of like walk backwards as I'm luring it towards me away from the med bay.
Okay. You kind of you throw it at the sentinel as it kind of just drifts and drifts and drifts. And then it goes you see it just going and it goes tang right off of it, bounces off and just continues to push on forward. No effect.
That was. It's coming to me, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna keep going down.
How far away from the
hallway.
medbay are you?
I would say. Well, better question is, where is he at?
He's nearing the door.
He's nearing the door of the medbay. Okay, so I'm like down the hallway to the nearest intersection that goes into like different areas. So.
Okay. You're standing there, and you see the sentinel starts to move like towards you, and then it stops, turns towards the door, and then like puts its hand like this against the doorway, locks itself in a fist, and brings its arm back.
I'm charging it right before it does that, and I'm pulling up my shield as I charge this thing.
Okay.
I'll bring up my gauntlet shield as I charge it, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, you charge at it. Roll power.
Okay.
I really hope you roll well, because this will be entertaining.
This will be entertaining.
Oh, that's 1 win.
I hope.
Ari,
pray.
what the heck?
That's 3.
I rolled a nat.
22.
Holy
I rolled a
shit.
nat though on knowledge for Sentinel.
Natural 23.
Oh dang! Everybody's rolling really well.
Nice.
Holy shit. Oh, this is
Okay,
the
so
best dice.
It's brought its arm back like this in like a perfect line to the door, as it has its other hand against the door here. Something you notice about the Sentinel more is that it doesn't have any guns on it. Like, it's not a knight, it doesn't have a shoulder-mounted cannon. It, in fact, has a blade on its side.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can see it bring its arm back, and instead of going right for its body, you just go for the arm. And you're just like, smack, and you just fly right past this thing and like smack into its arm. You go like tumbling and slam into the wall behind, like further down the hallway. But it's down like this, and you smack into it, and it goes and like punches the wall to the right of that, and suddenly the whole medbay goes.
Hey guys, we need to get moving. There's the airlock. Let's go.
It instantly brings down its arm and brings out its blade and like takes it in both hands and brings it like this and starts walking towards you.
Nis,
geez.
please tell me you're gonna please tell me that you've warned me that you're around here, that you're outside the medbay. Please tell me you did.
I'm actually going to, since I'm far enough away, I'm going to try this. I'm going to control weapon.
Oh no! That's amazing.
This might be cool.
Yeah, you kind of like you put your shield away and then you go, like you reach out your hands to it. As a field of energy starts to wrap around your arms. Roll for it, man.
Please.
Versus his reflex save.
Okay, so what am I rolling here?
You're going
Power
to be rolling. I believe it was fortitude versus his reflex save.
Let me double check one real quick.
Yeah, you can check the skills if you want to.
Control weapon.
While you're learning this, everybody else, what are you guys doing?
I am making sure the tube to create an airlock seal is created so I can break open the glass section and get people on board.
Okay, yeah, you've drifted over a piece and you've kind of locked it onto the side of the ship, and you're
helping.
Okay, yeah, you're helping on your side of things for that.
Well, no, I'm just helping with all the injured people, like getting them ready to leave and.
And the two of you, yes, knowledge on Sentinels. What was it you two wanted to know?
I rolled nat 21 for knowledge on the Sentinels for basically how their knowledge of combat.
How their combat works?
Well, their reaction towards combat. Since what you've told me before, I assume my character now knows.
Yeah,
Sentinels.
You have some basic, some very good detailed descriptions on how their combat works. They're very, very aggressive. Sometimes they're not. If they don't see, bless you. If they don't see the adversary as extremely competent, they will not be extremely aggressive. But as soon as something shows them that they're a force at all, they will become very aggressive, and they adapt to combat like this, like. So fast. And Ari, what was it you wanted to know?
I wanted to know, yeah, basically how big of a threat these are to us
Extremely
at the moment.
Huge.
Yeah, they're massive. They
don't care about
3
anything but
knights and this
themselves.
one Ronin could take out all of these people.
So I have one question, I guess. Like, do I know, like, what is their I guess motive? Are they controlled by something, or they act alone? Do I know that?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are on their own. They're all individual intelligences, but they're all very basic. They're given directives, and they follow those directives to the T.
It's like the Flood from Halo.
Not exactly. So
Flood or
Sentinels,
hive mind.
they are hive mind. Sentinel, the Sentinel, which the Sentinels are named after, is a singular AI that controls all of them.
So like the Borg.
Yes, but no, because the Borg are a hive mind. They're a collective of individual sentient beings, kind of making up a big network, where Sentinel is a central AI that is individually like sending out orders to these different, very basic minds.
Drones.
So basically,
they're
think
all
of
just
like,
drones.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm very interested on what's going outside of the med bay.
Yes,
I kind of want to
hear
take
banging
a
and
look.
stuff outside.
I'm going to go outside, but shoot, I've got to talk to these people first. Dang it.
Yeah, you walk
gotta
into
take
the
care of this.
commander, the captain's current room. Era, you kind of open the door up and activate the shield. You stick your head out, and you see the Ronin like, and it's starting to like charge at your new ally.
I want to hear what his roles are before I do anything. Is that cool?
His rolls, what would he be rolling?
Yeah.
I got 19 on a fortitude, so I need to see what his reflex save is. Because I'm controlling
right.
his weapons.
Oh yeah, I want to see this too. 18. Man.
Barely.
So you go, he's like, you kind of wrench it out of his hand as it goes. The blade just instantly like lost grip somehow from the Sentinel's literally like death grip. You wrench it out of his hands. He kind of
bring
like
it towards
grabs
me.
it, but then like misses. Of course, yeah. You bring it towards you.
I bring it towards me, and I basically, as it's floating there, I'm slamming it in the middle of his chest.
Just like directly back in.
Directly back into his chest.
Okay, roll. You're not going to be rolling with the d20 this time because you're rolling combat.
Yeah.
You're going to roll. This is how much a Ronin's blade does in damage. So, let me go Ronin. I have a spreadsheet of Sentinels.
To destroy this Ronin.
That'd be epic.
Yeah. Okay. You are rolling your basic hand-to-hand roll. Well, no, technically you'd be rolling. Yeah, you'd be rolling hand-to-hand.
Yeah.
And then I will tell you the damage.
Okay.
I'm
Can
gonna
I
real
let it-
fast talk to this.
1
second.
2
Yep.
3. Ah, nice. I won all 4 because I had 4 dice, but I had to roll 1 dice 4 times, so I won all 4.
Alrighty. He's going to roll a defense save, but if you succeed, then you get an intense amount of damage.
Nice.
I really do hope
You rolled a
to
4?
succeed, mate.
Same.
I rolled all 4 wins, yes.
He rolled a 3. Add 20 to your roll.
Add 20, so it's 24.
24.
Yeah, you deal 24 damage to him, and you're going right for the chest.
Like his core, what I think would be a core.
Yeah, so he's got a chest armor as well.
Yeah.
So you go right for his torso, and you just go. You just like stab it back in. You can go see it slam right through, but you miss something very critical, and he just goes and he like slides back a little bit, kind of like catches himself, and then brings himself back up, and then grabs the blade and just goes like out of itself, and then brings itself back around.
Would he still need to roll fortitude since I'm controlling the weapon still?
Yeah, he can roll another.
Or reflex save, and I would have to
He'll
roll
roll another
fortitude again.
reflex
I would have
save.
to roll fortitude again because it's a roll
Yes.
off, basically.
Well, he rolled a nat 1, so it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna
I
say
love
he
when
goes
that
to
works
he
like
goes
that.
to grab it, and you just wrench it out before he can
Yeah.
even reach. Like, and he just goes, or like,
I'm gonna actually bring it back towards me and hold it.
okay, you hold it there. Era, that's
Oh
what
no,
you're
no,
watching.
like actually, two.
on that.
How big is this weapon? Can I two-hand it or no?
It's big. Like, it's really big. But if
Okay,
you hold
so
your hands like this, it's I don't know how tall exactly it would be.
It's
It's kind of like one of those
Like-
anime swords.
Not quite. It's a
That's
6
like
foot tall
a
robot.
Katara.
Can I
Okay.
get my gun ready?
Yeah, you kind of
It's
bring out
just-
your weapon.
If it's a 6 foot tall robot, I think I'm 5'11". I'm just that's basically my character's height. Is 5'11".
Yeah, it's equivalent to your height, but it's heavy.
I'll just keep controlling it with my mind then
Alright,
instead.
you're like trying to like hold it there, as it's quite heavy, and it's
Yeah.
also a long sword. But
Yeah.
anyway, Ari, I want to hear what you're doing, because you said you were helping the individuals there.
Yeah, so just basically moving people towards the exit that we're gonna make.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, and just like, I don't know, is there anything else I could help with, basically?
I mean, you could go with Antares into the like captain's area right now, but we'll have to do that next time because this is the end of the session. So we're gonna stop
Yeah, you
there
got
for today.
Morak cutting a hole through a window with the tube locked in.
Mm-hmm.
And here I feel so annoyed. It's like I want to be in the combat, but I've got to do this diplomacy.
Yeah, you gotta
I hate
be
that.
diplomatic.
I hate that.
By the way,
Don't do diplomacy.
Out of combat.
I'll tell you, you did a whole 24 damage to 133 health sentinel.
That's good. I'm glad I
But
did.
sentinels are divided into different portions, and those different portions have individual health. So depending on
Yeah.
how you hurt them, they will alter.
Oh, like they'll alter their their
Their
thinking
style.
ability.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you took out the torso, which did no damage to the core, but the core is right behind the torso's armor.
Yeah. So his torso's pretty messed up.
Yeah, there's a big like,
Unfortunately,
blade gash right in the side of it.
now we're in combat with these guys. So once I'm finished with diplomacy, I'm gonna start shooting him,
Yep.
and hopefully we'll have a dead sentinel to bring into the ship with us.
Yeah, we
They're
should get
heavy.
good loot off of that, right?
They're
Use
heavy.
bonus loot
Not
for being
like
high
to
level.
pick up. Again,
They're gonna be a
even,
pain in the butt to bring onto the ship. That's all I'm
even
gonna
if Zaycon has a hard time picking them up.
Yeah, they're
They're
big.
That's why we
heavy.
have like 6 set. Yeah, that's why we have 6 people here.
For the people who
Even
do have rolled nat 20s for their knowledge on sentinels, you know that once they lose connection to the network, they start dissolving.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, but Servius did at one point get a little mesh of
Mm-hmm.
sentinel stuff, so it's possible to get.
It's
some
possible to get
material
little
from
bits,
them,
but
not
like
much.
because they're technically their metal is crystalline, their crystalline structure starts to decompose once they stop receiving a certain signal, and so then they instantly start to break
Okay.
apart. The blades, however, Sentinel Ronin blades, do survive.
I know what I'm keeping.
Yeah.
It's in my hand. I'll just reforge it. No, I'm surprised I even pulled it out of its hands.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I gotta roll for this, and then, whoop! You guys are level. You're level 1.
Yeah, I'm level 1. And
You're
ripped
level
the
1
sentinel's
versus
things
like
out of his
a
hand.
level 8 to 10 enemy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to put up a fight. I don't care what level I am.
Yeah, no
I
joke.
don't blame you.
What did you guys think of the session? I know it was kind of hectic in some middle parts, but I know people were wanting to do a lot of things, and I was trying to balance it all out.
I know. I'm sorry. I have that type of personality sometimes.
It's okay.
It happens. Well, then again, sometimes this game has a lot of diplomacy in some sessions, and sometimes it's mostly combat. So it just it varies.
But what did you guys think?
I thought it was dope. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that level 1 messing with the level 8 is not ideal, but it works.
That was beautiful.
I approve.
Yeah, it was an interesting situation to go into. I really liked it.
Yeah, I've been wanting to bring Sentinels into something for a long time. They have not had
God,
enough
the
screen
fact
that you
time.
brought them in with me because I know what they are and I know what they do.
Same.
Oh, even I know.
Even my character
Same.
doesn't, but I mean, still.
Our characters may not, but we physically
Yeah.
know.
The thing
Yeah,
is,
we
I've
know
never
what's
actually
going on.
interacted with them in the RPG set. I've only read them and talked to them with Cole, so it's kind of cool.
I actually, one of my old characters outsmarted a Sentinel, which was hilarious.
Yeah, you were for the group. Brendan is you're technically the oldest player. I mean, like in terms of how long you've been playing.
For as
You've
long
been
as I've
around
been playing,
since season
yeah.
1.
Yeah.
So Sentinels are like common knowledge to you at least, because you know a lot
Oh, yeah.
about
Well,
them.
they're even common knowledge to me.
That's
Yeah.
true, but he was around when they first came, like around.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
when they were first built.
They were you were in the tether when they were introduced.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool. Oh man, I love it. My gut instinct was like, shoot, yeah, you were leading it perfectly to Verse Sentinels. I was like, dang, I don't want that to be the way, but dang it.
Actually, a couple of my. Actually, yeah, 2 of my characters are knowledgeable on Sentinels. One, because he's had to work with the Sentinel. The other one,
Raish.
well.
I guess my
Right.
character would kind of know, because he's like 250.
Well, it's 200,000 years is the gap.
True.
So,
Well, I'm saying my character's like his age is 250. He's probably read up on something somewhere.
yeah, he definitely knows something about them.
Yeah.
Well, I need to hop off and get some rest.
Yes,
gotta
I was
work at
trying to
7
end it
o'clock.
there because it was getting late.
Yep.
I didn't even notice the time.
I know. I was like, I didn't hear anybody talking about how like, oh, it's getting late. I gotta get off. It's like,
The
no,
thing
I want
is,
to keep going.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, it was an exciting session.
It really
That's
was.
good.
Yeah.
I'm so glad nothing bad happened to
head out,
because
you
I was
guys,
thinking
too.
that
All right,
we were
have a
gonna
good
have to
night.
pick up your dead
See you
body
tomorrow.
somewhere.
Oh yeah, no, I thought
See you,
about
Brendan.
it, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to kill my character off.
It might
Yeah,
be
issue
funny, but
is-
it might be sad.
In a situation like that with like such a powerful enemy, there's not much I can do to stop that either.
I know that's kind of how I felt about it. I was like, no, I want to keep this character a little
wanna
longer at least.
Yeah.
But hey, you could pick up some random character from the crew that we rescue.
Yeah, true. I could do that if I did die.
Yeah, that as morbid as that is and as questionable for ethics.
I mean, I am self-destructive and violent, so it would make sense for Era.
Yeah.
Imagine
that would
Era.
make sense.
Next thing he does is he just goes and
Tackles
starts,
it.
like, pummeling the guy, and yeah, that'd be so funny.
That would be bad. Their melee alone is 15 damage without
Oh.
weapons.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I have like 4 health or something. So
Yeah, you're not super high
You
health.
think me charging
I've
him was a
got
good
20
idea?
health and 15 shield.
yeah.
I have
As well as a
tried.
token
I'm gonna get off, guys. Good night.
All right, later.
Good night, dude.
Good night.
Night, man.
No, I have like 10 health and 5 shields, and I straight up charged it.
Dang.
Yeah, I got like 12 health and 5 shields, so yeah. Nope.
hmm
I somehow managed to stack so much health into my character.
It's just how you built him.
It's
You're
good,
right.
yeah.
But you also
Hey,
notice
and
that
as
you
a-
have a lot of other lacking skills. Very, very
Oh, yeah.
lacking skills.
Yeah, very.
hmm
Yeah, I
and
kind of
high
went
power
for
usage.
kind of went for a more rounded character personally, just because
Yeah.
learning the system still.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you guys think? I mean, I know Brendan, you've already kind of played this anyway, but
Yeah.
and so have you, Cap. But Ari, if as a new player, what do you think of the system?
I'm really, really enjoying it, mostly because I'm a sci-fi nerd. So
Mhm.
I don't know. It's really interesting to get to do this because, like, obviously I played D&D before, and so
Mhm.
this is kind of a new adventure, and it's really fun. I actually really like I don't know, the customizability. I don't know if that's a word, but like
Yeah.
Yeah.
How-
Yep. The openness.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
it's
what I love
not-
about it. It's not restrictive.
It's
That-
not as like This is the black and white rules, and if you deviate from them, you're in trouble, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
And-
even homebrew stuff a lot of the time, like, people... I don't know.
Yeah, that's so far been my one problem. As I told you, Cole, the other day, I started doing a bit of D&D,
Mhm.
and that's like it's so interesting and so weird all at the same time.
It's
I
very
kinda like
focused.
ISR way
Like
better.
if you're
Yeah.
a rogue, you do these things, and that's all you do.
Yeah.
Like you can
that's
obviously
the
build
only-
like characters like that, but you don't have to.
Yep.
Mhm.
Like I'm a dwarf who's a
dwarf.
gloomstalker, who's a ranger, who's a
Mhm.
ranger gloomstalker, which is kind of funny.
I had a my D and
Tells
D
you a lot about me.
character. My D&D character back in like high school days was mostly he was a monk and he was the way of the fist and he
Nice. Oh yes,
I got
you cracked that dude.
I got 3 natural 20s in a row and I jumped off a building and
Yeah.
landed took a guy off his horse and punched through his metal helmet, made his skull cave in. And I had to roll for intimidation. I still got a 19, and I made every other person in his like group shit themselves and run.
I remember that.
That was a
beautiful.
good session.
That was.